think they said.
Yeah, like in 2030 maybe.
Right. Wow.
Say what? Say what? What? Say what?
Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man channel. Proudly presents Say What. How's everybody going? It's going to be a great show tonight. Interesting discussion. I have a full deck of individuals, really great individuals. All my brothers, all my friends in this collecting community. And yeah, I'm going to bring them in. You know the topic of tonight. You know how we're going to get down with this. So without further ado, let's bring everybody in here. Packed audience of individuals, great individuals. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey,
Good, man.
That is good, man.
All
Straight
good.
up. So glad to have everybody here. We have Anthony. We have Will Foxification. That's Anthony for 6 Scale Mafia.
So,
We have the quiet one tonight. Butt Naked Assassin, Real Riley in the building. We have brothers,
He's just waiting.
Cousins Toy Reviews in the building. We have Robert Meyer, the great Robert Meyer Burnett in the building. And
who's now Facebook friends with Will Foxification.
exactly.
I know, Rob. You ghosted me for like a month, man.
I didn't even know.
You left my friend request. You left me on red, dude.
Watch out for the
never go
Olive
through
Garden
it. Today I went
invites, right?
through and I
Will?
was going through, hitting friends, and I saw Will's. I was like, oh,
We're officially friends now.
friends now.
Officially, we have KG the Collector, aka KG Chalamet in the building. What's going on with
I'm
you,
so
man?
glad to be here today.
It is definitely, and we have the one and only, the man with the smooth voice, Justin Collections. What's going on with you, bro?
Hello.
Watch that Lando
Wow.
video this morning.
Hello.
Man. That was smooth, Justin. That was
We'll
a great.
see
that
you
was
in
a
the next.
great-
I'm just
great
trying
Lando.
to.
Real good.
I'm trying to practice it in the next video.
Yeah.
But I can't do it that way.
Yeah.
I can't. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's
In the
he
next
it's copywritten. Like, it's just
Yeah.
his thing.
Yeah.
We can't take that from me. But it's just so smooth. It's just
It's
like
smooth, man.
the way he says it. Because the
You
thing is,
can't copy
sometimes you can't even see his face. You can't see his face when he's doing it. But I always imagine he's like, in the next video.
Yeah. Just like that.
Like he just popped.
I just want to believe like,
gotta
in
be
that
like, gotta
Lando
do the
video,
finger,
he spent like a half an hour like trying to figure the cape out before like he had to stop shooting, figure that cape out, make it kind of work, and then he went back to the video.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See,
Yeah, it
intricacies.
And by the way,
Right.
Star Wars fans like I had no idea that was the pattern in the inside of that cape.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, you're probably gonna
Yeah.
get a note that says this actual pattern is this creature from whatever planet.
They're gonna tell me.
I'm sure that somebody wrote a book
The
in
comments will
Tales of
let
the
you know.
Bounty Hunters what Lando's inside of his cape meant. You know what's in
Yo.
there.
But yeah, okay, so we're gonna have definitely a great show tonight, man. Actually, before we actually jump in anything, of course, I want to address the chat real quick. Actually, we got a super chat that just actually no, yeah, it was a super chat. Hi, gentlemen, hello. It's the great. I've been learning. I keep practicing that. But how
You
you
do
doing?
good, man.
Hey,
Dude.
it's all about practice. All about practice.
Roll that tongue.
Yeah, exactly. We got Mike
Slow
Fiel
it
in the
down.
building, Linda Kinky Sphincter in the building. We have Tobar. Let's see who else we have in here. Laura Quells. We have Latoya T, baby. She said, "Boxed and good to see you." Wow.
Unboxed is better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me see here. We have Brendan, Linda. We have Ryan R. Bob Dillon's in the building. We have the Metamorphic Customs in the building. Let's see here. Jazzy. Let me see here. S Beam. 6 Scale Mafia. Man, y'all trick me when I see that, bro.
Hey,
Philip the Fool.
I'm saying what's up to everybody.
We have Boxed In. We have Joe Mama 007 in the building. Brian Hepburn. I was about to say brothers, cousins in the building. He's just addressing everybody. Saya Dream, Marco Polo in the building.
You're like Ron
The
Burgundy. You'll
Collector.
read anything that's on the teleprompter.
Brian,
Exactly right, and then read it like a question. We have Toy Ferns,
Fuck
Two
you, San
Ferns. Linda, we have Collect and Conquer in the building. Let's see here, Collector number 1's in the building. We have Dakinator the third in the building. Gabriel Munoz in the building. Funky Code Santa in the building, as always. Simon, let's see here. Doc Smizzle in the building. Let's see who else we have here. We have quite a few, man. We're going through a lot of people. It's a lot of people, and I'm glad to have everyone here as always. And speaking of which, now that I have your attention, I do want to address something really quick. This is just a little serious moment. It's not a soapbox. It's just me actually just mentioning a couple things because this needs to be addressed, and especially amongst the community. Now, we're all here because we celebrate something. We love collecting. We love the art of collecting, and we fellowship together. We laugh, we joke, we talk. We share interesting insight. Exactly. We love everybody, man. And the thing is, we share insight on, pretty much anything that we can to kind of make your lives a bit easier. And then we have people such as yourselves and everyone in the chat that supports the channel with super chats. You always show us love. We want that love to continue. But the problem is, and it has been brought to my attention that, there has been a bit of bullying that actually has been going on, and that's not something that we support here in this channel. We fellowship together, we love each other, we support
on any channel,
anywhere. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
We support each other, and this is what we love. This is a sacred, I don't even want to call it a sacred community anymore because it's getting so big. That dryer, I'm gonna kill it.
Dryer right in the moment.
Yeah, right in the middle. So we support each other. Like I said, this is something that we love. We continue to do this, but at the same time, we have to really seriously support each other. Now, one thing I do want to mention, when we have giveaways, the giveaways basically are selected randomly. There's not one individual that's picked just because we know them or just because we give them kudos. No, it's randomly selected and it's given to that individual. That's just how it works. It's a random thing. No one is selected just because we're showing favoritism. So that's one thing I do want to address. The next thing is you do not have to at all inbox another individual and bash them just because they show support to the channel. That's not on. That's not something that we actually do. And because of that, sometimes you never know how that can actually affect a person. Give you an example. I had one of my best friends, really close friends, really cool with. In school, he was actually bullied. Okay. Now, one thing, he was a manic depressive, bipolar. Now, he damn near ended his life because of certain things that were actually going on. I don't want to repeat with anyone in this group because I love everybody equally. And this is a community that we hold sacred. Again, please support each other, love each other. If there's going to be any bullying and any type of, if I get way too many messages about this type of behavior, I have no problem with ending my channel in order to basically save someone's life, keep someone out of harm's way in general. I have no problems with that. I'll just go back and collect behind the scenes and watch Justin all day. So I'll rather do that. But at the same time, like I said, we're here for a reason and we're all here to support each other. So at the same time, when you see somebody in the group, if you see any type of that, and if that behavior continues, and if you see it, try to dismiss it and don't even give it that energy, okay? So that's all I wanted to actually say to you guys. We love you. We continue to support you guys. We love your support of this channel and all of our channels. All of us feel the same way. So please, I'm telling you right now, just end it. End all the bullying, end all the drama. Leave the politics outside. Leave it for politicians. We don't welcome that here, okay? So let's just keep it moving. I just wanted to say that, and now we're going to continue with the show. I'm pretty sure everybody feels the same way. But again,
well said.
I just wanted to kind of bring that to everybody's attention, okay? So,
Wonderful.
all right. So let's just jump right in to the show tonight. Now, mind you, I bet you any amount of money, when I said that I had something to talk about, y'all thought I was going to talk about the company that shall not be named. But that's not what it was about tonight. Tonight, we're going to actually jump into some positivity tonight. And it's a lot that's going on, like straight up a lot.
More announcements, dude. More announcements today.
Exactly, more announcements. So right now, because I can't wait, I just can't wait. And I didn't want to continue the show. Justin said he has some special news that he wants to share with everybody. Yeah. So we're going to go to that first. And on top of that, whenever he has an announcement, you gotta single him out.
Oh my god.
Look at that display, though. It's beautiful.
Yeah, look,
It's a work in progress. But
It is
I'm
beautiful.
not gonna have all of the Vaders just standing next to each other. They were just there because I was reviewing that Sideshow Vader. So that's not.
It's like
that's not how
Spider-Verse
it's gonna
with
well,
be.
they
Vader.
do talk about the
Yeah.
Clone Wars. Maybe that's what you're talking about right
It's not
there.
going to be the Vaderverse. Anyway,
Vaderverse.
My usual source who tells me what's coming out next, he gave me some info last night that I found very interesting. And I think y'all would probably find it equally as interesting. So, we've been thinking of Hot Toys not necessarily as a business, which is what they are. So whenever there's a lull, think, oh, where the bloody hell is everything? There must be delays or COVID, etc. No, that's not the reason why stuff isn't coming out. So I'm going to get businessy for a second. So if you don't follow me, I can repeat it again. I was speaking to Ryan about this last night, and I told him, and he was like, what? So I had to explain it again. So let me know if it's confusing. Anyway, for those of us who pay taxes, this is very familiar for us. When you earn over a certain amount, you get put up into another tax bracket. So that's the underpinnings of what I'm about to discuss. So Hot Toys, as with most businesses, pays tax quarterly. You know, it's pretty normal. So when they fulfill huge orders to Sideshow, they get paid once they have shipped, which I didn't know. I thought that they get paid once the orders are coming, but they actually get paid once it's shipped. And this is info from my source. It's not me telling you. So Sideshow, if you're mad at what I'm saying, don't get mad at me. Get mad at my source. Anyway.
Too late.
So they get paid once it's shipped. So when they're ordering huge quantities like Captain America or the other Endgame figures, that's why they were taking longer, is because they were putting it off. Because if that huge influx of cash comes in and it's too much, they get put up into the next tax bracket, which means they are paying more tax. So in August, Lando was ready, Shore Trooper was ready, Arkham Harley was ready, but they didn't release them. They didn't have them delivered to Secret Base because they didn't want to be put into the next tax bracket. So they were sitting there at the factories ready. So that's why we're seeing 4, 5, 6 figures released per week. It's not all of a sudden the factories just, found the time to go ahead and make more figures. No, of course not. They've been making them the whole time, but they just haven't been delivering them because they didn't want to be put into the next tax bracket because of the influx of orders. So now that we're at the end of the year and they want to get as much stuff out as possible, it will be very interesting to see when they stop. Because some of the ones like Lando and Shore Trooper that they've dropped, small quantity orders, right? Very small, very limited. Same with Arkham Harley, I think, and Batgirl and Ahsoka. Very limited quantities. It'd be interesting to see if Mark 85 Battle Damage drops this year. Because that one is good. If there was one that was going to put them in the next tax bracket, it would be that one right there. So I'm very curious to see what happens. But I never even thought of it in this way before. And I don't know why I didn't, because they are very clearly a business. It makes total sense to think about it this way. But yes, that is the secret info that I was given last night from my usual source. And this is direct from people who work at Hot Toys, not made up. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some insight into why there's all of a sudden, because we notice this multiple times per year, there'll be a lull. Like 2-3 months, nothing comes out. And then all of a sudden it kicks up again. That's happened a couple of times this year already. So that is why that happens.
So what does that mean for Pennywise?
Oh, Pennywise should have been out already.
Exactly. Because that one's going to put him in like the stratosphere tax bracket.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So you're saying that Sideshow doesn't pay Hot Toys until they ship?
That's what I was told. That's what I was told.
So does that mean when they ship to America?
That's what I was told.
So like for instance, if Hot Toys gets 100,000 orders on a Mandalorian figure, and they take in the money, they get to sit on that money and collect interest on it for a year and a half. Well, with Mandalorian figures, less, but some figures, I mean, if you buy, that's a really good business because
it makes sense because if Sideshow paid up front, they may not necessarily have the capital to pay up front because they haven't taken orders yet.
Right, but what I mean is, like, when we send in our if you pre-order it and pay it off, or you pay it off on time, Sideshow is putting all that money in the bank. and it's a great idea. It's a great business, but that means, I mean, if you think about how much stuff, whether not just Hot Toys figures, but Sideshow has statues, I don't know if everyone else. So that's a good business because they're making money on our money, waiting for those figures to ship. And if they don't have to, I'd be curious if Sideshow, if Hot Toys says, okay, the Captain America Endgame figure, which I waited for a very long time, it's now on the ship coming across, and then the Sideshow then pay the money. Well, I paid for that figure almost 2 years before I got it. So I'm sure a lot of other people did. So they're probably sitting on tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
One would think that would make free shipping a little bit less of a hot topic, wouldn't it?
No, we'll just take our money and laugh.
I mean, by the way, I don't begrudge
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I don't know, man.
I just want to point this out. I don't begrudge anyone for doing good business.
No, that's good business.
I don't. It's good business all the way around, but it is interesting.
It's very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Let me actually address these super chats real quick. We have Rodrigo16 New Zealand in the building with the $15 super chat. Hi all, happy to see you all here. All-Star Panel just received Toys Wonderland order where I should have received 2 501st figures but got a single one. How do you all deal with this thing?
Justin's feet.
Look at Justin.
Send them an email.
Do you know Justin? He's part of their customer service team.
No.
Justin's customer service. No, just send him an email.
Messaging me like, "Hey, where's my?"
You know what? I stopped. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. It's a wrap. We have S Beam in the
Toys
building.
Wonderland's the only Hong Kong company that has a call center in Australia.
Which is still locked down.
Yeah, exactly. S Beam has a $5 super chat. Justin, did we ever find out what kind of space leather that was? What space leather that was?
Yeah, my Lando review. Picture on his belt, right? I said, I don't know if this is some kind of space leather because it's got this like texture to it. I was being it was like 12 a.m. when I was recording it.
Damn, I love that figure.
I cannot wait. He should be here
How do you not put magnets in there?
I'm so hyped for you, man. That's exciting.
How do you not put magnets in the collar of that cape?
Oh, well, I was told in the comments that someone was quite facetious about this. That, Justin...
you can say dickhead.
I'm not going to say that. You can say that. Anyway.
Dickhead.
They said, well, in the screen-used cape, he had the straps and you could see them in the movie. And I was like, okay, well, I understand that. But Kylo Ren or Adam Driver didn't have magnets in his cape in the screen-used suit. Yet they did that for the figure. They made a decision to make it not necessarily 100% accurate to its detriment. They made it as accurate as they could that would still work in figure format. These straps, literally, I'll show you what I'm talking about. These straps, as soon as you go to move his arm up, you can see this, like the strap is right there.
Annoying.
It's so unsightly. Like I wanted to have his gun out, and that's like you cannot do anything to hide that unless you just cover his whole arm with the cape. Like who would do that?
Yeah,
no
I wish the strap was the same color.
Magnets.
Yeah, same color as the suit.
Or that. Yeah. Or just put magnets like Kylo Ren's cape. Just put magnets.
But remember, a lot of the time, the capes that we see in movies now are CG capes.
Yes.
So that's something to remember, like on Superman in Zack Snyder's version of Superman.
Yeah.
And Batman too.
We just need cybernetic eyes with Adobe Photoshop built in.
Pretty much. Okay, so S Beam also said, I'm super stoked for Loki and Sylvie. Looking forward to your guys' thoughts. Yes. Interesting, and I'm so glad that you basically brought that up because that is, I know.
What is this rumor going around?
With a chat, she said Corinthian leather. That's funny. All right, so that's which brings me up. Like I said, it brings up the first topic because, like I said, it actually pretty much took me by surprise yesterday. And Will, decided to be an enabler yesterday, and
Debatable.
he decided to do that
Just
and actually
another
send me a
day
chat.
that ends with a Y.
Exactly.
Isn't he always?
Exactly.
Me of all people?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
This right here, bro.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That is one great face.
Bro,
It really is.
this right
9.7 out of 10. It's really good.
This is, I mean, literally incredible. And the thing is, it's like, to me, I was like, you know what? If they released this figure, the one thing that kind of turned me off was I don't know if it was just me. It was crazy, but I was like, I just didn't know if I was gonna want the slacks, the shirt, the jacket, just a plain version of Loki. But
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Come on.
I look at that.
Yeah.
Like,
the answer is always yes, Lael.
It's always yes. This is incredible. Like, I can't, like, yeah. Like,
it's like
that.
Queen Studio quality in 1/6 scale. Seriously.
I think I need glasses.
You do need glasses because Will thinks it's not as good as the Avengers.
I think it's
Endgame
I think it's good. I think this is like an 8.5 sculpt. Like I don't think it's great. I think it's good.
No.
Yeah.
Will no.
But you've got Olive Garden
No,
taste,
no.
so what do you know?
No.
It's good. Like I don't have problems with it per se. I think it's good, but I don't. It's not like blowing me away. Like it reminds me. It just looks like an older Dark World. Looks like they took the Dark World sculpt and made him older.
What the hell
That's kind
are
of
they
what it looks
sprinkling
like.
on the
Dude,
breadsticks
look at
in
those
Olive Garden?
accessories. For those accessories,
Oh, the accessories
alone,
are great.
I would buy
Yeah.
that.
I'm still getting this figure no matter what. I don't hate it. It's just I think it's good, not great. You know,
and Will, it's easy to cosplay as, bro.
That's true.
I got a wig, man. I just got to put it on my head and shave my face.
The hair alone. Look at that hair. It looks.
Yeah, the
it looks
sculpt
like
is
that.
really
Stunning.
good. There's no doubt about it. It's just it's not.
Now, since they're making these, are we going to get Kang?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not until
No.
Ant-Man.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
this
I
just
think,
might be it for the run.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
they're gonna
Yeah, I don't
probably
think so.
wait.
Maybe for Ant-Man.
Yeah, they're gonna probably wait for Ant-Man for us to see Kang.
Oh yeah.
I just hope we get Owen Wilson from season 2.
Yeah, where's that figure?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I just like how they made a figure that I didn't
it would
think
be
would be
cool.
toyetic. They made it very toyetic with the missed minutes and everything like that. I just think they did a great job on that.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
Yeah, like this piece when I saw it, because I mean it was unexpected, like literally unexpected. Like I didn't, because we when we all talked about it, we were like, well, we didn't think they were going to release it. We didn't think that we would actually see this release, and yeah, they did. Now the only thing that's unsightly again, and this is just a nitpick, is the joints. Like that, it just.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with
I'm
it
always
too.
going to use
but
the jacket.
Yeah.
So I
You
mean, I'm gonna use
can
the
obscure
jacket.
those, but look at the
You can
forearms.
barely
It's weird,
look right
but
there.
like
It is
we're
cool, though.
seeing hot with Shang-Chi and Wenwu and this, that like they're actually really sculpting forearms as well as like hands and stuff, so the
very
detail is
cool.
getting better.
Yeah, rather than just like a plain you know what I mean? Just a
Right,
smooth
that just
forearm.
doesn't. It looks like an extension of the wrist peg a lot of times instead of an actual extension of the hand, and now these look amazing.
Will, look at this head sculpt. Are you serious, bro?
Bro, it's good, man. It's good. I'm not denying it. It's good. It's just the Avengers one that's coming out is better.
Dude, they flat out
that one
stole
has
Tom
forehead for
Hiddleston's soul
years.
for this.
What'd you say, Justin?
That the Avengers one, the forehead is too big. It's got forehead for years. This one,
Tom Hiddleston's got a big. He's a smart guy. But no,
Justin,
like
it's called a
I
five
don't
head.
think it's bad. So again, I think we live in a culture of you either love it or hate it. And it's just not true. But like, I think it's good. Like, I'm still buying this figure. I still think it's great.
100%.
But it's just, I think it's good. I just
maybe
maybe they
you
can
prefer the other one.
I prefer
he's
the
more-
Avengers look, period. But I'd also get.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone's gonna get this. I think this is gonna be a limited run. This is not Avengers
I
Loki
think so too,
or
yeah.
Ragnarok Loki or like this is a very bland looking Loki. But I'm gonna get him because I love Loki and I still love the look. But I think we were all hoping he would get a suit in the show, right? And he didn't. Like a real suit,
See,
like a
I
combat
still
suit.
haven't even watched the damn show.
See, but the
I
variant,
think,
the
I think he
variant
looks
jacket
great.
is his suit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
No.
yeah, but it's.
I mean,
just,
but we've had how many more Lokis do you want to buy?
I mean,
Isn't this
maybe
kinda
one with a
cool
cooler outfit.
civilian time variance authority Loki? Isn't that cool?
It is cool. Like I'm getting it, but I don't think most people are going to think this is cool. Like from the consensus I was gathering from the groups, I think most people were like, "Yeah, it looks good," but I'm not getting it. I think that's how most people feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm getting it because I love
Most
Loki. I'm going to get
people
it.
need to broaden their horizons.
That's probably true. But and this figure is, for a collector who can't get everything, if you're looking at a shelf, I don't think this one's going to like draw everyone's eye. This
No,
one's
I
pretty
don't think so
basic.
either.
So, I
Or
mean,
it's more like a
agree to that.
superhero outfit.
so
and-
yeah, right. It's great
Things of it,
figure,
yeah.
no doubt about it. But I don't think it's got wide appeal. So
young
It's classy,
whippersnappers.
not toyetic, I think. Although
That's true.
Sylvie, on the other hand,
Sylvie has presence.
Sylvie
Yes.
She has presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Swing.
Yes, she does.
Hey.
Like,
Hey,
oh yeah, this
You
one.
guys like
that
that sculpt?
hair. Yeah.
I love it.
I like the hair.
Sculpt is
Yeah, I think it looks good.
amazing.
I
Let me
love
know
it.
if you want to see Ryan's pics because he went yesterday and took pics.
Oh,
at
yes.
Secret
Do you-
Base,
do you
so
have
if
them?
You want to see?
And
Yeah, I got him.
maybe if I
Oh,
see
yeah.
those, I'll think differently. But I think this sculpt is better. than
Come
the
on, look
comparison.
at that.
That
Yeah, I
looks
think
good.
that's dead on.
Okay,
That's
this one
like-
looks good. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
this one's
that's
like dead on.
that's amazing.
It looks even better at Secret Base. I promise you.
Wow.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm getting.
You
both.
got to get both.
Yeah, I'm getting both. Yeah.
You got to get both.
You
Yeah.
have to.
You
If
can't
only
get one or the other.
recreate that pose.
Whew, that sculpt. Oh my god, dude, that's
Yeah.
really good.
It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
look
just
at
the-
that. Come on.
Oh,
You
step
couldn't have
up.
done rooted
Nice.
hair for this one. The hairstyle's too intense.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't. And the thing is, that even with the rooted hair, there's no restrictions. It doesn't really restrict head movement because their hair is short.
It's
so,
not long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not long. So
know-
that outfit is incredible, bro. Like,
Right?
It is. Yes.
because you can tell there's no restriction in the legs. You
No.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
at all. Like it's, yeah. Like I really like this figure.
I have to say though, you look at her hair, and I would say the same thing is true of Scarlet Witch. You know, with that thick, a lot of hair, it's almost in a way animated because the way they're doing it looks. Because how do you do hair like that other than the way they're doing it? And it is stylized, but I still really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Yeah.
look of the hair the same way I love the look of the hair in the final Scarlet Witch figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This it's
Well, it doesn't look so clumpy, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's what it is. It's
Absolutely.
like blowing
Yeah.
in the wind or something. Well, I mean, look at that right there.
Yeah, that's sick.
Like that's and you know what? This also it to me it sort of confirmed where the next phase of Sylvie, where we're going to see her go, bro.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
confirms it. This pose right here, and looking at the arm and looking at the symbol on the arm. Anthony, you with me on this one? Brendan, you with me on this one?
Brendan disappeared.
I didn't watch the show, but yeah.
So if we know the history of Sylvie, who does she become?
Alligator Loki.
No. she becomes the Enchantress, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, I was close.
Well,
I didn't know where you were going, but yeah,
Yeah, Rob, you know.
Yes.
You know
she
she
becomes the yes, she absolutely is going to become the.
she's going to
Enchantress.
become the Enchantress.
Interesting.
So that because if you look at the logo on the arms, that's exactly who it is. Who is that? Okay. Oh,
Oh, Jedi.
Cheddar. What do you?
Ryan is just busting in, dude. He's just making a presence.
That would actually be really cool if they do that in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be something else.
If they did that, well, I mean, again, like I said, we'll possibly not saying that we will see it in season 2, but you know, I think she's going to have a huge presence, and one of the reasons why a lot is changing. So, yeah,
Well, do they even know? Are they doing second seasons for these
Yeah.
shows?
They
Yeah,
are.
they
They
announced
even
They've-
confirmed in
yeah,
the show.
in the season
They
two.
showed
confirmed
Loki,
it.
yeah.
yeah, there's
They
Okay.
only made
Okay.
half a show this time, so you know they're going to do the other half next time.
And the
Yeah.
Enchantress has two different.
Justin.
There's two different incarnations of the Enchantress in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
Dan will.
Sylvie was created by Loki, and then there's Amora, who's
Yeah.
the other Enchantress. So
exactly.
they're
Yeah.
combining. I mean, obviously Sylvie is already
Mm-hmm.
a Loki variant,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I mean, he will be the person that changes her into the Enchantress, I guess,
Mhm.
right?
Because he was the one who created the Enchantress in the books anyway.
Yeah, and that's
Until
what
the
he's gonna
real
do.
Enchantress came along and banished her for taking her name.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so that's it's going to be interesting to see where we're actually going with this one. With this, man. Justin, did you actually want to pull up those pictures, man?
Yes, sir. I can. 1 second.
But yeah, I'm Will. You know what it is, Will? It's because you're really particular about. You are, bro. Like you're extremely particular about certain things, especially when it comes to head sculpts, bro.
Nah, man, I'm easy going. I'm laid back.
Yeah. Okay.
You should get this. After I found out you didn't like the Ebony Maw,
Oh yeah,
and that you wouldn't get Heimdall. Come on.
You got to get Heimdall.
I almost
bro.
did. I almost did. I guess I still
Dude,
could, but
if
Justin
only
knows
for
my
the-
third-party
if-
experience.
If
So
only for the knives in the back. These knives are awesome. These die-cast knives.
yeah, this is that's actually a really good third-party figure. I agree.
This guy's not
Ronan.
bad either.
Hold on, Will. You did.
Really good.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I
Yeah.
I need to
That
get
is
that. Can I still get
nice.
that?
I think
That
that's
looks
still
Yeah.
You
available.
can
Yeah.
still get it.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
can. Comic Sanctorum.
Nice.
Now, Brendan, can you put another? Because I want to see this myself. Can you put another figure next to him? I just want to see the height.
He's not that tall, unfortunately.
That's
Oh,
what
really?
that's what I was
all
thinking.
right.
Size.
So I have. Hold on.
Because Lee Pace is like 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tall dude.
Miles doesn't count because he's shorter anyway.
Well, no, but I'm
Perhaps
just
I'm
saying,
not
like,
a
so we
logic.
know. I don't
Give us
know if I
Thanos.
have another
He's
one.
about the same height as he's almost the same height as Lando when I compared them yesterday.
Brendan,
Wow.
whatever's the hardest one to get out, get that one out.
I hate you, Will.
A whole Hulk in the background there. Get him out.
What do you want?
No, don't shoot.
Yeah, don't. It's fine. Just any figure is fine.
Anything.
Just,
Where
just
is
not a
Comic
short one. Any
Sanctorum?
figure that's
I
not
can't
short.
get it. Send it to me.
Comic
Because-
Sanctorum.
Yeah, I need that website. Put it in the private.
Oh,
chat.
there we go. There we go.
It's comicsanctorum.com.
Mm.
So he's
I know
basically Spidey height. Yeah.
Is just over Spidey.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I don't think it would be.
It works.
Yeah, too
That
bad.
works.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's like too short.
Maybe a little.
He's,
bit.
it's not as
Not
imposing as maybe you would want him
Right,
to
you'd
be.
want him to be.
Like height
You can put
wise,
some
but
ankle
I
extenders
mean,
on if you want.
Pretty good figure though.
the figure is phenomenal. The hammer has like real heft to it, real weight.
It's die
Sculpt.
cast.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's
Brendan, I
definitely
saw
not
you
bad.
said everything but the eyes is really good, right?
Yeah, I feel like Hot Toys just does a better job of bringing the eyes to life. Like, here,
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do I hear water in
Oh.
the background?
that's Lael's. You know,
That looks pretty
sister
good
place.
though.
It's
That's a
water.
pretty good
Yeah,
head
that looks
sculpt.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't look bad. Yeah, I see what you
Not
mean there,
that
Brendan,
bad.
but it's not bad. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Right, and you're not going to
I mean,
really
it's
be
helping
that
that-
up close.
It's helping that my light was providing a nice eye light for it right there. Gotta refocus.
Did we lose Rob?
I don't
But
think so, did
it is a really good figure. I like that the black parts that they like smear over his face kind of have a nice like shine and a nice kind of lumpy texture to it. So yeah,
Sorry
I
about
think it's
that. I randomly hit my keyboard and I was gone.
yeah, it's a really solid release.
All right, it looks pretty good. The thing is that was worrying me more so was just the height itself. So I'm glad you kind of confirmed that. All right, so we got there
Wow.
it is.
Wow.
I mean, look
See?
at that. My
told you.
God.
All right,
look
I'm
at
just gonna
that.
pre-order.
It's
now.
a little
Hold on.
scary.
What, you didn't
It looks
pre-order
better
it yet?
No, because I'm trying to figure out where to get them. I've been looking at different sites, and it's been a
Bro.
roller coaster ride, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
She looks
I'm
exactly like the
yeah,
actress.
it's
bro.
amazing.
It's
Yes.
scary.
Like
It looks
it
better
is-
in person, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Justin,
Like,
can you show me the Loki in person? Because maybe I'll change my tune.
Okay. We'll start with front on here for you, Will. Whoa.
Oh, armpit Loki.
bro, that's Tom Hiddleston, bro.
That is-
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
That
good.
looks good.
We'll
By the
boost
way,
it to a 9.
Shout out
Boost
to
it to a
Ryan
9.
Kirkwood for the high resolution photos.
Yes.
He does
Yeah,
a
that's
really
little
good
one,
job,
yeah.
Ryan.
My
Good
roommate
job,
Ryan
buddy.
Kirkwood.
Ryan absolutely
Crushes
destroyed.
it.
Look at that right there. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
man.
angle is really
Dude.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that angle's really good.
Like that is incredible, bro.
Oh, pre-order. Thank you.
I mean, the thing is, they don't move, so they can't be as lifelike as we might want them, because then they
Look
would
at that
talk
hair.
to us.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm
Right.
not trying to have that.
You
If
guys,
they talk to
Which
us, then
way
we'd be in
did?
real trouble.
Well, yeah, we all talk to them. They just don't answer. But
Yeah,
you know.
it's true.
Oh my god. Will, please.
Justin's like, why did I pick this co-host?
Justin only got married because he had to stop the voices in his head.
Oh my god.
They're all talking to me.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Look at those accessories though. Those are that is so great. Come on.
Oh, it comes with two?
Well, I know two
Yeah.
different expressions. Come on, man.
Wow.
Dope. That is dope.
That
I
is
would
show
show
you
you
Loki's
Loki's
sweet
outfit
looking.
in more detail.
What do you guys
but
think
there's
of the
not much to
price
look
tag
at.
on these figures?
They're a bit high, but
I
again,
mean,
we talked
it's
a
not
little on that.
awful,
but-
but-
yeah.
but they're
Man,
accessory
people-
filled.
Prices
I
go
saw a
up.
lot of
Accessory
people
figure.
talking about that in the groups and saying, so is like 270 the new kind of like bare bones release price now?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like, I'm sorry, you look at those two head sculpts and 270 for them, that's art, man. Absolutely. I'm okay
Yeah.
with 270 for those.
And
Yeah,
look
what
at
you
how
pay
many
for.
different accessories are in them. I mean, that's all different tooling. They all have to put them in there and pack that stuff.
Yeah,
It
but
is-
even
it's
if they
not cheap.
even if it was just bare bones, like you said, those sculpts, I mean, those pieces are art. Those are absolutely gorgeous. If they're going to charge 270 and give me
Hello
that
there.
quality, I'm fine.
Yeah, those look pretty good on those
Yep.
photos there.
Yeah.
They look better. Yeah.
Yeah, I was all in from the jump.
Oh.
Like,
I want to know.
Just
The
be thankful
people
we're not
who
paying
always-
Justin prices.
Yeah, thank you. The people who always say, "Oh, it's 270, it should be 260." So it's $15 less or something like that. I want to know if those people apply that to everything in life. So they walk into a restaurant, they're like, $50 for that meal, that should be $40. Come on now.
Will's haggling over the price of
applied, like,
breadsticks.
Yeah,
across
I'm like
the
Tommy
board.
Wiseau
Like,
in the
You
restaurant.
can moan about it, but it's not going to go down. Like, it's going to be.
Yeah,
you're
I mean, I
just
can see that maybe,
Still
but
can't-
like if you look in the past 10 years, the sculpts from 10 years ago,
Oh yeah, they're
Night and
better.
day.
huge
got
improvement.
Huge improvement.
Yeah,
Look
Yeah.
at Ray. Look at the first Ray
actors-
and now the new one.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But
Exactly.
that's,
Yeah,
that's
the
also
likeness-
to be expected because of the technology. I mean, the everything has gotten
Right.
better,
They're just getting
and,
better and better.
and also the clothing has gotten better. The accessories
Tailoring,
have gotten
yeah.
better.
Yep.
And remember, they have to pay for licensing fees. They have to pay for likeness approval.
Likeness costs would have gone up, I'm sure, for Tom Hiddleston
Absolutely.
over the years.
And you know what? They're actually the woman who played Sylvie, and I forget her name. She's not exactly a household name herself, but
Yeah.
they
Right.
still have to spend the money and buy her likeness.
Yeah.
And that's look, as we're listening to what people are talking about, they're spending money on a likeness on a figure that a lot of people are like, nah, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I mean, Chris Evans, yeah. Tony Stark, people bitch about how many Tony Stark head sculpts do we have, and yet if we get one that's not as good, people get pissed.
Mhm.
And they have
And they
to
were
pay
very
for-
vocal about it too.
and they have to
Yeah.
get they have to
Yep.
pay for all that stuff. And you know, we're buying the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the Koenigsegg. We're buying the creme de la creme of action figures here.
Sure.
So you don't have to play in this pond. You can go
Oh,
112 if you want.
Hot Toys taste on
Right.
Olive
Rob
Garden
is
budget.
You know, and I was telling
pretty good.
KG
That's
that
pretty good.
too, like with the Shang-Chi figures, you know, because he was like, yeah, those are a little bit lower, but at the same time, I was trying to explain that he's just coming into the MCU. You know, for example, like Rob was saying, if it was like Chris Evans or something like that, obviously, you know, it's more well known. But you know, if Shang-Chi is going to be around for a while, like some of the older MCU figures, those prices are going to go up,
Right.
for sure. It's
And
just
also,
he's
Tony
new.
Lung is one of the biggest stars in China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
is- yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, I've
he
been a
is.
Tony Lung fan for 30 years. You know, you go all the way back to Wong Kar-wai's early movies. You go back to John Woo. I mean, if you people have not seen Hard Boiled,
Nope.
if you want to see
The movie.
peak Tony Lung, Hard Boiled, or Wong
you
Kar-wai's
like
in the
your
Mood
eggs?
for Love,
John Woo in general. Go watch a Better Tomorrow. You know, Better
Yeah.
Tomorrow too.
and Chow Yun Fat. I mean, I've got a great third-party Chow Yun Fat figure from A Better Tomorrow that I love.
I seen the. Does he have the barrel or like the mop one? Because I saw that one.
It has the whole background setup. It has Justin would love it. It's got a whole diorama base. It's great.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. I'm gonna have
It's
to look
really
at that.
awesome.
Man,
I also
well,
love figures that come with cigarettes.
Right?
and chairs.
And
And
chairs,
chairs.
cigarettes are my favorite.
cigarettes
thing.
and chairs. This is how we go. So, how do you guys basically feel about? I mean, because like I said, like Justin talked about earlier, you know, we're starting to see some of the releases, earlier releases, an influx of, you know, just figures that, you know, probably we didn't think we got. You know, this particular one, we did actually get, you know, a message on or a notice on, and we knew that she was coming. But what do you guys think? Like let's this one I wanted to kind of go around. I'm gonna start with you, Anthony. What you think about this figure, bro?
You know, I'm dying, bro. Like, because I didn't pick up any of the Arkham stuff, and I love the Arkham games. And I mean, this is Harley Quinn. You know, the Arkham games. well, they did everything right, but if it was one thing they did right, was they nailed the art direction for all the figures, like all the characters in those games. To me, that's Harley Quinn. Like I Margot Robbie, that's cool. The movie stuff's neat, but that is the Harley Quinn that I want. Like if I really would buy it, but damn it, man, I have no Arkham figures. I have no DC figures.
Oh man,
I know, and this might be like the one to get, you know, and then just she looks awesome, dude. She's like amazing looking.
Yeah, this is definitely the one that you would actually want to get. Will, what you think about this one, bro?
Dude, I think it looks good, man. I think it's funny. Like I played the Arkham games, but it's been a while. And Arkham Knight was one of the ones I actually played. I haven't played them all. I think I played Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and they're both good. They're both really good games. Yeah, this figure looks cool. I really don't know much about this Harley Quinn. Here's a question that might be a little forward. Is she supposed to be looking like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yes.
You know, I just wasn't sure if there was something else going on. That's her look, but
she was a boss in the game.
She certainly has her guns out.
Yes. I was wondering if she's supposed to be this busty, but you know, like
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
But the figure looks fantastic. It really does. So the outfit looks really great, and this is one of those sculpts actually that looks actually pretty lifelike. Like it doesn't look like a video game to me. So this is the one I think Hot Toys has pretty much gone in the middle, kind of like they've maybe done with Clone Wars, like a balance of video game and real life. Because the other video game ones, if I remember correctly, all have like a mask or something, like a Batman cowl or something. So
yeah, but they can really get away with because she's painted in the face.
Right. They can get away with a little bit more.
You know what I mean? It's not to say like they're doing shortcuts, but because it's painted, there's not too much. It just looks
skin
so
texture
much.
is a little bit flat.
Yeah, it's just so much nicer looking.
But yeah, you're right. You guys are right. I mean, like the figure really does look cool. I like the color contrast between the legs and the boots. That's really cool. There's a lot of color and contrast with this figure, and I think it will look cool on most people's shelf. I mean, yeah.
And
you guys
cool
think this will be popular?
Yeah.
It's popular to me. I think it will.
Okay, yeah. It looks good though. It looks good. I'm just curious. Yeah, more so. I'm just thinking about the bigger picture.
It'll be a smaller run and then really popular on the secondary market.
Yeah,
gotcha. Because the Batgirl, I really like the Batgirl. That one actually impressed me a little bit more.
Yeah,
this one's great.
Yeah, that one's I am anticipating. So, brother cousin, aka Lando in modern times.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate
it. What you think about this piece, bro?
Man, I love it. But I'm there with Anthony. I don't have any of the Arkham Knight figures. Now, my cousin, who I shared, I reviewed some of his stuff too. He has all of them, so I'll be doing a review on it. But it won't be my personal figure. But I really want this one, so I'm kind of torn right now. Do I go buy it and just start up that whole collection and have to go backwards, which is going to be costly, or just let it go? So I'm still figuring that out.
Me too. I'm in the same boat, man. I'm like,
see,
this is where I start.
I have a few of the actual Arkham figures, and the thing is, I picked because immediately when this one went up, I pre-ordered it because, of course, we have Batgirl coming. You know what I mean? And I just wanted that, dichotomy right there. I just wanted to actually have that, and it looked well. It'll give, and she's gonna definitely have presence. And now I'll bet you any amount of money. People will attempt to swap out this head sculpt with the Margot Robbie. I bet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's definitely gonna happen. My man Brendan, aka the Butt Naked Assassin, bro. What you think? Butt Naked Assassin. What's going on with you, bro? What you think?
I love it. I've got this coming through Underground. I'm super psyched. I really love games. I think she'll look cool. I do agree with Will that I think she'll look cool, but there will be a noticeable difference because she's much more kind of realistic looking, and my Arkham Asylum Joker is the face that very angular kind of Joker face is more like a art cartoon or video game style, whereas this looks more like an actual just person with like white makeup on. But it's not enough that it's going to distract me. I'm still going to love it. So she'll go really well with him, with Deathstroke and the Prestige Batman from Arkham Knight and the Batman Beyond. And then I've got the Toys Era Robin from Titans and others in DC kind of figures that will all kind of work together. I think she'll even look good with like the Soso Toys Green Arrow and Nightwing and stuff as they come, especially if we don't actually get that Nightwing from Hot Toys. Fingers crossed, but who knows? But yeah, I love this style, and it's a Harley Quinn that doesn't have big, ugly, exposed ankle, shoulder, and knee joints, which has kept me out of getting the Margot Robbie ones to this point. So yeah, I'm psyched to finally have a Harley in my collection.
Yeah, that realism there looks great to me. KG, what you think, buddy?
Sorry, I was talking to Zendaya real quick. She just called up.
Your girlfriend Zendaya.
Well done.
Rob, he's the resident. We call him KG Chalamet, bro.
Well, that's all good. I mean, I admire that. I've already seen Dune. Just saying.
I know, Rob.
I know. I hate that. But KG,
I went to a Producers Guild screening with the director, the writers. I don't mean to rub it in. Just I did.
It's a good thing it's PG-13. Otherwise, KG wouldn't be old enough to watch it, though.
I know, right? And by the way, since I brought it up, shout out to my viewer, Just a Brown Girl, delightful viewer, participant in my channel. She called me up. She's a member of the Producers Guild. She asked me to be her +1, and I was like, hell yes. Thank you very much, Just
come
a Brown
on.
Girl.
And without getting too into it, is it enough to where you think we're gonna be seeing more Dune?
I would hope so, because it is an overwhelming cinematic experience. And I read the books I read the first book when I was very young. I've read all the Frank Herbert novels. I loved it. I saw it the theater I saw it in. It was on the Steve Ross Theater on the Warner Brothers lot. The technology in that theater, it's so insane. That film, like Blade Runner 2049, is really an experience. You have to see Dune in the biggest, loudest theater you can, because it's
so
not
Rob,
just
what you're saying is that Dune is going to be a better theater going experience than Venom 2?
Yes, I would say that.
Okay, because I was on the fence. I didn't know if it, Okay.
Well, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people that just, I just want the story, and you can watch it on HBO Max. But I would say that Dune is designed to be an experience. And it's one of the most, if not the most immersive sound mixes I've ever heard. So,
sorry,
well, that's
Justin.
why I was wondering,
if you are
because a
in
lot of
the
the
Australian
companies.
prison.
Sorry, Justin, man.
yeah, Justin, you know what? I was going to go see Shang-Chi tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
For the 8th time.
We're
Justin's
like
going
that.
to see
We're
it soon,
doing
though.
like
He is. He's going to see it soon.
Justin's going to
maybe-
just rewatch his fuzzy bootleg version of Venom 2.
Yep.
It was nasty. Maybe I think maybe a month from now the cinemas may be open. Maybe. But no promises. Of course, no promises.
I hope you get to watch it, man.
You'll
So
be able
I'm gonna have to
it.
watch it at home, Rob. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin my experience.
No, I mean, I just think that it is an overwhelming experience, and I have to tell you, I mean, sound design is an art form.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now we take it for granted, but seeing Dune in a theater, it's not just Hans Zimmer's score; it's the entire. It's one of the most aggressive sound fields I've ever heard in terms of using Atmos, and it's really incredible. And I can't recommend it highly enough. Now, is it going to be for everybody? No. My big criticism is, if you don't know the rest of Dune, you're going to be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It really just ends in the middle, and it's half a story. Even the David Lynch version isn't just half a story.
Right.
And
That's why I was wondering.
No.
it's problematic.
'cause-
And
Like
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's not a bad analogy. I mean, Loki ends and you're like, wait, what? So
Yeah, so go watch my movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely will. That's why
definitely
I was
will
wondering
be
if they were
watching it when it's
setting it up.
released. But yeah, what do you think about this figure, bro?
Yeah, okay. So this is one of the figures I don't have. I mean, I don't have it on pre-order. I just didn't really care about her because I don't have the rest of the Arkham Knight. I love Arkham. I love Arkham Asylum, Arkham City,
Yeah.
all the Arkham games. But I don't have any, like some of you guys, I don't have any of the Arkham figures, right? So I don't have Arkham Knight. I don't have the actual Batman. And Hopefully, once we get Nightwing as well from the video game too. I mean, I'm just not solely interested in this figure. Now, am I interested in a Margot Robbie Hot Toy figure? Of course, right? Because there is this, I've seen her in the movie, and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that. But for this one, because she goes with some of the movie accurate stuff than she does with this Harley. If I have her and again next to a Ben Affleck Batman, it just doesn't go well for me. So it's like I'd rather have something that's movie accurate than something that just doesn't fit in the continuity of my collection. So yeah, for me it's a pass, but I'm happy for people that are getting it. So
Definitely, man. Definitely. Justin, my man. See, I don't even have to ask you, bro, because I already know you'll have it. So I'm just gonna move on. Now, so what up, man? Well, I know you're getting this. I know. Is it in anticipation or like how do you feel about it, man?
I cannot wait for this. It's interesting that, especially when people talk about the Joker, because, like we already said on the panel, the Joker looks more video gamey than this Harley. But don't forget that there was a huge advancement in technology by the time Arkham Knight was out versus Arkham Asylum. So even in the game, that Joker from Arkham Asylum looked gamey, cartoony, etc. versus this Harley which looked way more realistic. It's been years. And I'm pretty sure it came out around. There was even a remastered version on PS4 Pro, and that was 4K upscale, so the textures were enhanced even further. It looked even more realistic. So I'm pretty sure that this is fairly accurate. Yeah, it's looking a little bit more realistic, but that's accurate to the game that came out at the time. Some people said that the head sculpt is off. I don't think that's a thing.
Nah.
I think it looks like
Not
Harley.
at all.
Also, it's not based off a real person. It's based off a game. So game characters can be a lot more animated, go through a much wider range of facial expressions than people can in real life, because they're not real. It's a game.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be happy about this sculpt. It looks fantastic to me, at least. I don't know. Maybe I'm
It's
just
also pretty
being
much
overly-
dead on to rights to the prototype.
Yeah.
It's
It
pretty
is.
much
It's
exactly
bang
the
onto the prototype. I saw it in person in Japan in 2019, and it was fantastic then, and it's fantastic here. It's not probably my favorite look for Harley from the games. I would have liked Arkham City. I just like that because it's very similar to what Margot was wearing in Suicide Squad. That like leather sort of. I would have liked that, but I understand why they didn't. This is from the final game. It'll go nicely with the Arkham Knight Batman. You've got Arkham Knight. You've got a bunch of figures from that particular game. So I understand why they didn't do City, because we don't have a ton of Arkham City stuff. It's mostly Arkham Knight. I'm just quite surprised that none of y'all have the Arkham line. We're talking about it like it's some little niche little line that's sitting over there.
No, I have the
got
Arkham
him.
Batman. I have the Arkham. I actually have the of course, the hold on, which one I got sitting over here?
Deathstroke is one of my favorite DC hot toys. It's amazing.
You've got Arkham Knight. You've got a million and one different.
Yep,
Batman
I have the
figures in
Batman
that game.
Beyond.
The Batman Beyond, that thing is awesome.
It's a beast. I love it.
I like that new Batman they announced, like the Mr. Freeze version, whatever it was, like the armor.
Yeah.
That thing looks
The
really
EX.
beefy and like a big like War Machine suit or something.
Yeah.
Like it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Definitely. Rob, what you think of this piece, man?
Well, I think Justin touched on it. I have if I could bring a little philosophy into the collecting world here. So when I got back into figure collecting, I would say heavily, I started collecting 12 inches because I grew up with 12-inch figures because I'm old. When Hasbro in the late 90s brought back the 12-inch Star Wars line, and then Playmates was making their 8-inch and their 13-inch Star Trek line, I started collecting figures again. And for me, it was always 12-inch. That was my thing. Little action figures are not what did it for me. I love 12-inch or cloth outfits and all that. And when Hot Toys came about, I had bought the director figure, which I still have. They're George Lucas bootleg. My whole deal was I'm only going to collect figures from movies because that's what I loved. I love movies. So my entire 12-inch collection is driven by film.
Yeah.
So one of the things I loved about Hot Toys was when they first came out, when they became legit, they were doing action figure kits. They did Predator and Alien figures, and then I have figures that go back, 15 years. And so it's always movie figures for me. So when when Hot Toys decided to do game figures like Assassin's Creed, which by the way, that figure was incredible. That Assassin's Creed figure they did was great, and I bought it.
Thank God, Damn Toys picked up the license, though.
Yeah, of course. And I like that figure.
Oh, yeah.
And so the idea of, like, to me, Hot Toys symbolizes the best movie figures ever. So when they decided to do video game figures, I had a philosophical problem, an existential action figure problem, if you will. Do I buy them? Like, to go with all the other figures I have, do I want to buy those video game figures? Well, unfortunately, I slept on their Batman Arkham figures. I didn't buy the Batman figures until they came out with Deathstroke, the Terminator. Because as what should I say? Maxi Fort Collector, Real Riley. How should I address you properly?
Butt naked.
Okay, butt naked. Butt naked's right.
Brendan.
Deathstroke, Brendan.
Butt naked Brendan.
Deathstroke the Terminator is one of my favorite DC villains, one of my favorite characters. That was my first Batman Arkham figure. That figure effing rules. That figure is so good. And it made me realize, I'm like, you know what? I can put that figure in my collection because now that we've seen Deathstroke on the air, it doesn't look exactly like Deathstroke.
It's very close.
It's pretty close. And so I'm like,
you could put it next to Batfleck, and it's like, that's Joe Manganiello. In that.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly, Brent, what I was thinking. I'm like, yes. So then I'm like, okay, Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond. I'm like, well, I have to have that because I love Batman Beyond. And that figure's amazing. Yeah, and then, of course, I love Redhead, so I'd pre-ordered Batgirl. And, I'm like, where's that figure? So philosophically,
soon, Rob. Soon.
The question is, can you put these Arkham figures in with the rest of your figures? And I would say the answer is yes.
Yeah,
you can, because that Harley figure might not look like Margot Robbie, but as a figure itself, it might not look like an actress that but those figures are so good that they can stand head and shoulders next to any other figure. And if someone walks in, like we all know that one of the most fun things is when people that don't collect figures come down and they see your collection and it's all there. They're like, oh my God, this is so cool. They don't know the difference. They just feel the cool factor.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
this is true.
This
is true.
Totally.
This is true.
Isn't that right? Like what you want, like Justin has, what I love about, I love everything about his reviews, but what I really love is when he refers to what it looks like in the display. He doesn't say the display case, he says the display, because that is it is a whole philosophy. Your display is your feel. That's the fun thing about collecting. Your display reflects how do you feel about these characters? How do you feel about your toys? So if a character works well in your display, as Justin says, that means it works. So who cares if it comes from a video game or a movie or whatever? If it looks good in your display and you can make it work and it reflects your personality, you should get that figure. And I would say this, I did not order a Harley. I do not own any of the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn figures. I would say this, that figure is the only one that makes me, I look at it, I did not pre-order it. I'm like, I love the way that looks because of the philosophy. Dude, I have the Sucker Punch figures. I have the Hot Toys Zack Snyder Sucker Punch figures that I haven't put in my display because I'm embarrassed I own them. But not because they're great. But I'm like, how do I say, like, well, Rob, you're an old man, you bought a baby doll figure. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Usually Brendan has like the mic drop moment sometimes, so I'm award the mic drop moment to Rob tonight. That was definitely a mic drop moment.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just injecting philosophy.
You dropped the mic. You dropped the mic.
Oh, man, you know what? We all look at all of you guys right behind you. Look behind you. All of you guys you don't even think about it, but you have it. You've all got action figure philosophy. And what you're doing, what you collect, what you pose, what you choose to display is art, man. Yeah. And it's a reflection of your personality, and it matters.
That was some smooth ass shit. All right, that's the show. That's the show for tonight. Let's just go through the chat. like that was some smooth shit. Like, how do I follow? I can't follow shit up tonight after that, man.
You can't. I mean, look. And by the way, let me just tell you, I take my cues from Justin. You know why? Because Justin is the one man who is.
Justin's always so.
The thing about Justin is Justin sets a
you gotta
tone.
love it.
Justin sets a tone, man.
Yeah,
he sets a tone,
totally.
and I'm telling you, but laugh all you want, but it's important. It's important that someone says, you know what, these things matter, and it matters how they're made. It matters how they look.
Exactly.
It matters how they are presented. And he's like the Wall Street Journal, like I've said, he's the baseline of. I tune into Justin to find out, can this action figure fit into my action figure philosophy? That's what Justin, he's the front line of defense for collectors.
Thank you. I've had a lot of comments of people saying, oh, I watch your videos and people at work make fun of me or whatever. And I just reply to those people, hey, everyone collects something, right?
Yeah.
People collect spoons. People collect stamps. That's just as weird as what we do. Everyone's weird. Embrace the weird. What's the worst that can happen? There's billions of people on this planet. So what? You never speak to that one person again because they made you feel bad about doing the thing that you love. There are plenty more.
Yeah, never feel bad
about
you
can speak to.
No,
correct.
You know.
Yeah.
Never feel bad about buying the things or displaying the things that you feel passionate about.
Dude, there's 8 happy dudes here.
Yeah,
exactly.
We are happy people.
Right.
That's right.
You know, we're not talking shit. We're not mad about things. No. We're talking about how much we love a product that is being made for us.
That's the truth.
Great.
Well, it's an interesting point too, because like we can all have maybe the same figures, but we have them posed differently.
Yes,
we have our own style to it, or where other otherwise someone may not like it, and they're like, "Wow, that looks really good." You've put your spin on it.
That figure's cool.
Yeah,
Ryan,
it is good,
Ryan's
right?
Comment.
Man.
Yeah.
What did Ryan say?
Happy dudes.
Damn, that's really good, actually, Ryan.
Just as long as it's not a Star Wars porn.
Hold on, I got
I am quite surprised. Now I think I know why they didn't do this, but with the Spideyverse, the Spidey video game figures, it was their opportunity to make classic Spidey suits like Scarlet Spidey and 2099. It was their excuse to be able to. They opened the door with that line to be able to make those classic suits,
and they're great.
Prime 1 did the same thing with the Arkham line, so they made Dark Knight Returns and Batman Noel and a few other different classic Batman suits because they were in that game. But Hot Toys didn't. And now I think I understand why. Because not many people bought the line. So they were like, we're not going to go out on a limb and make these classic suits because people aren't really getting the line.
Justin, there's our goddamn cyborg Spidey.
But those Spider-Man figures, didn't they sell well? Like Scarlet Spider and stuff?
Oh no, they did. It's a thing that worked for Spidey, but I guess it didn't catch on with Batman as much. I guess
that's interesting.
I see a beard.
I would buy a Dark Knight Returns Batman from Arkham City. Absolutely. I would
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got the we have another resident enabler here, Mr. Sideshow Burn Unit, my man, my mellow, Jetta Patrol himself. Ryan is in the building. What is going on with you, bro?
I'm just trying to be awesome like you guys. You guys are like up here, and I'm way down here.
Stop playing.
But in Call of Duty, you're like way up here.
I've never streamed with you, Jetta Patrol, and I watch you too all the time.
Well, I very much.
So nice to meet you, sir. Congratulations on your channel as well.
Rob, check it out. Check it out. half of pretty much everyone's collection has been enabled by that guy. So,
Especially the Funko
Not
Pops.
mine. I'm responsible for my own purchasing decisions. I'm responsible for my own purchasing decisions. I don't
Own
blame
decisions.
we got a $5 super chat by Krober's Collection. Well said, Mr. Burnett. Much love and respect to all. But been collecting since 2009. My collection always brings a huge smile to my face, and that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
By the way, this is the Avengers Assemble of YouTube figure collectors.
Pretty
This
much,
is
it seems like.
what an
it.
amazing.
on my
Well
left.
done, Lael.
Hey, I'm trying to just
Leo,
bring
there
the
you go,
love.
man. Can we get
He's
it?
a unifying force, dude.
There you are. Yeah, I know we're backwards.
We got to do a wave at some point. We got to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's better than
I know we're all backwards.
It's like a Brady Bunch. We'll have to look around.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta look around and just look. I tried.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
I know, right?
I attempted
No one's
that
below me.
on an earlier
Don't get him
stream,
started
but
on that again.
Hey, dude, it's so good to meet you.
Wow.
that was a highlight. That was just mainly the highlight. Jetta, what's going on with you tonight, bro?
Man,
Never thought I'd
I'm
be on
just-
top of Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well,
you'd be
I'm living
amazed
the
how
dream,
many
man.
people have been on top of me.
You said
like-
so.
He's kind of a seasoned vet.
What video did you release tonight, Jetta? What's up, bro?
Just a little 6-scale news. That's all. Nothing super exciting.
Just something
Soliloquy
small.
to sideshow.
So when are we going to see part 2? That's what I'm not going to say part 2 of
working on
what,
it.
but when are we going to see part 2?
I'm working on it. I
Bro.
gave a little. You know when you go and you get a little bit of hot sauce, you don't get like the Carolina Reapers.
Drop.
You just get like the jalapenos.
Yeah.
I just put a little jalapenos in this one. The next one's gonna be a lot more like Carolina Reaper, ghost chili. You know,
I saw the best comment, Ryan. I saw the best comment about the sideshow unboxing video. It's the best comment ever, and I sent it to Will.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was. I'm scrolling up just so I get the syntax
share.
correct.
It's so good.
Okay, here we go. So I don't know if I should mention the person's name. I won't. Someone said Sideshow's new videos look like they ordered Justin's collection on Wish.
It's really good.
Oh,
It's really clever.
that's pretty good.
That was really clever. Yeah.
Wow.
Yo.
That's what you know. What you gotta love the internet
That's
for
so
that
good.
kind of witticism.
That's
Come on.
pretty good. That's a good Reddit post right there.
Yeah. it
Justin,
is.
I
That's
just
a lot
want to
of
point
upvotes
out.
right there.
I just want to point out what we were talking about earlier with their new amazing, completely original format. Sideshow's Lando video, which has been up for about 5 days, literally has half the views that yours does in 12 hours.
Nobody's gonna watch that shit.
You
man.
never know what you're gonna.
You know, and we
lots
were
of
talking about it
chocolates.
over in my area. Why are they doing a review and then doing an
not
unsealed
a
and
review.
revealed? No,
Let's-
I know,
let's-
but like the unboxing and then the
Yeah.
unsealed and revealed. I'm like,
They're not.
We were
going
talking
to,
about that. Doesn't
they're
make
not
any
gonna
sense.
be able
To compete
They're not
with
going to be able to do
reviewer.
this with every figure going forward. So what I discussed earlier about the whole tax thing, and those figures have been ready. That means Sideshow have been sent some figures early because they were made and ready to go. But when they start getting back to normal, I don't know if you caught the first half of that discussion, Ryan, but we'll talk about it later, I'm sure. When they start getting back to normal and stuff is being produced and then arrive at Secret Base, a couple days after, Sideshow won't have them that early anymore. That means they won't be able to do that. I mean, they've tried this before. We saw it with the John Wick and the Endgame Thanos, and it didn't. They just gave up on it because they realize, hey, we're a pretty big company. We don't need to do what some random Aussie dude is doing with his freaking smartphone in his collection room. We've got a huge marketing budget. We can actually do good stuff. We don't have to stoop to his level. We can do something truly awesome. But they didn't. So I'm hoping that they figure that out. I'm not saying that they can't do what I'm doing. That's totally fine. But I just expect more from such a big company. They've got such a big
They were
budget.
working on like an iPhone 2.
That big marketing budget, and they literally just copied what you do with your iPhone.
Their lighting is not great, and I don't mean to be the best. I don't mean to say that I've got the best lighting, but their white balance was a little bit funky, and it was very dim. So, Sideshow, if you really want to do what Ryan and I are doing, give us a call. We'll give
I
you a
will
few
be
hints.
happy to. My hourly
We'll
rate
let you
is
know.
reasonable. I'll be happy to help.
Consultant.
Mine is.
You can afford us. We know you can afford us.
I'll charge
But
it.
actually,
I don't know.
I
might charge
thought
a
something.
burn fee.
I thought about something because I was speaking to my secret source about the whole tax issue thing. He said something very interesting that I'd never actually thought about. When Sideshow gets stuff at the same time as Hong Kong sellers and it releases at the same time as Hong Kong, everyone thinks, oh, that's going to shut down the Hong Kong market. That's the thing, right? It's going to destroy the Hong Kong market when they get them at the same time. It actually works to their detriment. Do you know why? Because if they get them at the same time as the Hong Kong market, the Hong Kong sellers then need to drop the prices and undercut Sideshow to sell them. That means them getting it at the same time actually makes more people go to Hong Kong because they're getting it for cheaper versus the other way. If they get it early and they're $200, $300, $400 more, much fewer people are going to order from Hong Kong because they want to save money. So
Not to mention,
That happened with Miles.
the opposite.
That happened with Miles. That's how I
Exactly.
got my Miles, actually.
Not to
Yeah,
mention,
there's no reason why a figure costs $600 in Hong Kong if Sideshow has it in stock.
Correct. So
it doesn't make sense.
it's actually working to their detriment to get it at the same time as Hong Kong. So they shouldn't be trying to fight these Hong Kong sellers because they're actually driving more people to them.
Justin, not to mention, if they have it at the same time, I still get my order faster from Hong Kong than I do from
Correct, me
California.
too.
I got my most recent order. I got Miles and the Shore Trooper. They both got to me. Miles and Spider-Gwen got to me 2 days from Hong Kong to Boston. 2 days.
Crazy.
It takes 5
Crazy
to 7.
You got yours before
from
me.
California to Boston from Sideshow.
Mine won't be here till tomorrow, so yay.
I'm hoping I get both Lando and the Shore Trooper tomorrow. I'm hoping it actually.
And you got
I
those
never
all
know.
from Toys Wonderland, right? Or
I
Hong
did.
Kong.
I did. Some got them from like Pop Collectibles, stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
but I mean, to me, I have to say, look, I mean, I've been a Sideshow customer and fan since they started, because one of the guys in the 90s who I used to go, he worked at Kitcraft. He was one of the best resin figure painters that I ever saw. And he was one of the people that founded Sideshow in the early aughts. So with their Buffy line, their James Bond line, their Universal Monsters line.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of Sideshow. I've always been a huge fan of Sideshow.
They're a completely different company now than they were then.
I know, and I am not a fan of what they've become, and yet I still patronize them. You know, I still
You still order from them, yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. I got that Darth Vader.
And I have to say, you know, like that X-Men Cyclops I got, I really love some of the stuff that they do. I have a lot of their Star Wars 6, like earlier in the day I was showing her. You know, there's a lot of Sideshow Star Wars figures, 6-scale figures that I love. I still love what they do, but it's so weird that there's animosity now, or there's competition. I will patronize anyone. I love, like, Monkey Depot. I've been buying from them for years here in the States, or 1/6 Outfitters. I will buy from any company that has good customer service.
Yeah.
And can get me the product I want.
That's what it's all about.
That's
I mean,
it.
just that.
I think to jump in there, I think what they need to do is focus on selling product and get out of the social media game. They should just be a distributor.
That was my point, and that was my point last night, because you know when it's, and like I said, I didn't even want to actually have a conversation about it, because it was like, you know what, it's nothing new, and it's to be expected now that whenever news drops, and if there's, you know, a company, especially a reseller or whatever, if they're being attacked, we already know where it comes from. So it's to be expected. But my thing is, where it's bad is the simple fact we wouldn't probably have this conversation if all of this wasn't publicized. This is publicized. This is stuff that we're seeing like almost on a daily or every other week.
Yeah.
You know, they do it, and then we find, like, come on, you don't think that? And even if they made the attempt to do it, like, they are so washed right now that people can't wait to hear news, and they just pop it up like, yeah, this is what they did to me today. And then it becomes a social media circuit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then some of us content creators get blamed when we do it, and we become what's quote unquote armchair quarterback. And I'm sorry to say
Yeah.
that, but I'm pissed at that analogy. But I'm just saying, this is what
You
we
have to explain
become.
that to me. I didn't
Right.
even know.
I'll
that.
explain that to you. I will explain that
That's
to you
American
later on.
football. American
Well, and the
football.
problem with it
can I
too
ask
is it's
this
not
real
even
quick?
us that's getting attacked, right? Or the
Yeah.
experiences. It's we hear it from everybody. It's not like it just all happened to
Yeah.
us only,
Yeah.
and then
Can
we're
I-
just
can I
like
ask a
crying
question?
about
Cousin,
it.
please, sir.
What's up? What were you gonna say, bro?
Do you guys think outside of the delays and what happened early this summer with Toys Wonderland, outside of those things, do y'all think the customer service is that bad? Because I'll be honest, I mean, for figures that are in stock,
No.
I've gotten pretty decent customer service from them.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Oh
don't
no,
think
they've been
anybody has
fine.
an issue with their
Customer service is great most of the time.
Sideshow?
Yeah, and
Sideshow.
in fact, we've never once said
Sideshow, yeah.
don't order from a place. In fact,
No.
all we've
Right.
ever said is order from who works best for you. If it gets
Any,
there fast,
exactly. That's the
You
point.
can't, you
get
can't,
great
you can't
service,
recommend people
go.
where you can't do that anymore. If you recommend
Oh,
places for people to buy things, you're bullying. I found that out today. Just throwing that out.
Yeah.
oh,
You can't do that.
You're bullying people into
I
buying
don't,
from
I
your
don't want to
preferred
be
Hong
accused of
Kong
bullying
reseller.
anybody.
oh, okay. 'Cause
And
you
I
know
don't
all
want
I
to.
ever
I'm not
say
even
in
going to
my videos
mention the
is,
people's
I got
names
mine
anymore.
From, but that's too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Apparently,
not
I
even
got
gonna-
Mine from is too.
Justin,
can't-
you are the quintessential schoolyard bully.
You can't.
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew I was.
And-
He's the
No,
evil
and-
boyfriend in the rom-com.
To listen, to be quite honest, do not mention where you got your figures from. Especially if you love the company where you got it.
Yeah.
Don't
Sideshow's
mention
gonna
the
go after-
name.
Learn that
They
the
don't
hard
do
way.
my-
shipping or
Keep it a secret.
Oh,
If
okay.
you want to know, I'll basically know. As a matter of fact, I'm not telling because
DMs, do
somebody
not
let it
talk
slip.
about 'em publicly.
I'm not even going to talk about it at all because
Nah,
the
you
thing
don't-
is, you
can't
don't
do
do that. If you don't want that company to receive any type of threats, you just keep it to yourself and just say, "Look, just search, and
Yeah,
I'm
I will tell
guarantee
you
you'll
this.
find it."
I will. Sideshow's got good customer service. No issues with that whatsoever.
I
Yeah,
let me
it's the
second
business
that.
decisions above that that are the
Yeah,
issue.
great customer
Yeah.
service.
Poor leadership is what
It's
it
the
is.
marketing
My wife said
department
that.
that's
My wife
fucked
said something that it was perfectly accurate. She's like, companies with really shitty leadership often have the best customer service because they
'Cause they
need
need to.
them to be that good at the
Yeah.
job.
I mean, I have to say, man, I've been buying from Sideshow. They have a list of what I bought from back to 2009. And I have to say, I'm a huge fan of Sideshow. I always have been. What has been happening lately has been really disheartening to me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll flat out say it because I bought a lot of retailers. I mean, listen, no retailers who sell action figures get into the business to make crypto money. They get into it because they love action figures
Exactly.
Yeah.
and they want to deal with the community. I mean, no one is going to be buying beachfront property. Well, maybe they will. Maybe some of these people at Sideshow or Hot Toys will.
So,
you know,
I
Howard
guarantee
Chan,
you
whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
but for the most part, not retailers get into it because they want to do it,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. And their customers are, let's call ourselves, unique people, and so there's room for everybody. I think there's room for everyone. Look, Sideshow does not sell third-party figures. I'm gonna buy third-party figures, Sideshow. I'm going
Exactly.
to. I'm gonna buy them. I mean,
Exactly.
and when they're
Yeah.
really
Sideshow
good, I'm
can
gonna
have
buy
the
them. And you know, I'm gonna find out if they're good because I watch Justin's channel, and I watch Jetta Patrol's channel. But I mean, like, to me, I go to Justin. I'm like, should I buy this figure? And the fact is,
He bullies you into it.
he's buying stuff that he gets things that exist. And the fact is, we have the internet. If I want to get a figure, I'm still waiting for my Heat 2-pack that I bought from, should I not say the retailer, but not
I
licensed.
can't wait for those.
No one is going to license Heat and make action figures. There's no money to be made there.
Now, those should
people
have come with
do it.
cigarette accessories.
I mean, my God, somebody would say, like, already you can't buy guns for certain Warner Brothers figures or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God. I
Crazy.
mean, please, if that's what, if someone's moral majority is coming down, I want cigarettes, chairs, and guns with my figures. That's what I want.
Maybe that's
just
why
got
we haven't
demonetized.
seen
Little pack of
right
Suicide
there.
scale
Squad
condoms, you know, the whole
All that. Let me address the chat because we got a couple of super chats here. Rodrigo16 in New Zealand sends a $15 super chat, sending good vibes to all. AL, Justin, Jetta, which were the first channels I subscribed when I started collecting 2 years ago, as well as all the rest of this great community. Hey, you got
Rodrigo
two-
in the
There
chat.
we go.
That
You
dude
got-
collects. He is a collecting machine, man.
And he is an heir to Aurora, which is
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
spent
I mean, he
4
just got,
years
like,
in New
4
Zealand.
races.
One of the
Definitely.
greatest countries in the world.
Definitely. We got Westwood's Figures, $20 super chat. Thank you for that. Hey, what a great group of panel members tonight. How you all doing tonight? We're doing great. And we're
That's
so
Shane.
glad to have you here, man. Is that Shane?
Yep.
My man Shane, what's going
Got
on
the
with
beard.
you? The beard. And X, we have another super chat.
Rodrigo.
$5. Hey y'all, 140
Rodrigo.
watching now. Let's hit that like button. Exactly. 144
Yeah.
people watching. Hit the like
Hit
button,
that
smashed
like
it.
button. Come
Do
on.
it.
I only
Come
know
on, man.
Shane as Dumpy Weasel now
Right, exactly.
because when we were playing Call of Duty, his thing is Dumpy. So that's who he is to me now, is Dumpy.
So one more thing though, before we, because like I said, I mean, I wanna get my man Will. I'm sure he's basically in the back getting everything prepared because we haven't had this segment for a week, so now we need that. So let me ask you a question real quick, okay? So what do you think we can expect next? Now I'm actually really quick. You don't have to really go into it, but just what do you think we're going to expect next when it comes to figure? Anthony, what do you think? What's coming next, bro?
What's coming next?
What do you think is going to come next? If you had to
Ahsoka
guess,
and
what do you
Maul?
think could come next?
Ahsoka and Maul.
You think Ahsoka and Maul?
Yeah.
So you think Maul? But all right, we know. Okay, we got an announcement because Ahsoka. We a few notifications that Ahsoka's coming. But you think Maul's coming as well?
Soon, yeah. I think it'll be out before the end of the year. He might be this month. I think they're trying to get all those out because of all the new Star Wars stuff coming.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Will, what do you think, bro?
I think it's Ahsoka next, but after that, Pennywise. Because, dude, I'm not even joking. I'm not even fucking joking this time. For real, dude. It's Pennywise because, like, Justin's made my point there. He said they're worried about their bottom line and the taxes, and Justin thinks no one's going to buy it, so they're going to put it out because they're not going to make them that much money, supposedly.
Dude,
So,
there is a huge.
it's going to sell.
huge.
I'm telling you,
I
Justin.
live in LA. Half of the horror community that I know, they will buy the Hot Toys Pennywise.
Yep.
I mean, if they made
And
2,000
maybe
of
that's
them,
why
1,999 will be sold in LA. I guarantee you.
I bought the other two, yeah.
I'm one of them. By the way,
I'm getting one, but I am not keeping it.
It did scare my date the other night, but that's a half scale. So
Oh man.
What did I tell you?
it still went
Mr.
well, so.
Mr. Chalamet, what do you think is coming out?
the spice must flow.
Ahsoka, and then let's see. I think we'll go Solo Maul, and then also my figure too. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Okay. You think your figure's gonna come?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Third party or
No, the official.
you think your figure's okay.
Official
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Official. There's a fly on my wall. What do you on my figure? What do you think is coming next, bro?
That's for Ryan. There's a fly on my figure.
Oh.
True story. That happened.
All right. Well, so we already got an email saying that Batgirl is coming up, and Ahsoka. So if we're taking those out of the running as far as like, all right, what we might be seeing next beyond those two, the three that come to mind for me is Gold Armor, Wonder Woman, and which I think the pre-orders on that might actually be a little bit low because it's not the kind of traditionally known look for her, and people hated the movie. So I think there's a good chance that pre-orders are kind of low on that one, so they might be able to get that out quickly. And then I want my goddamn Cyborg Spider-Man. I mean, so much for Toy Fair exclusive. The thing was announced in July, and we still don't have it. And then Miles from Spider-Verse, which, because we've got Gwen, I feel like they're going to drop that. And it's just oddball enough for Hot Toys to drop the PS5 one with Gwen, and then a couple weeks later drop the Miles from
Maybe.
Spider-Verse.
Thought about that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that of those three, I think Miles is the most likely. So after Ahsoka and Batgirl, probably Miles, but I want those other two as well. So yeah, I think those are up next. But as far as what drops before the end of the year, I think there's going to be a wave. Like I think we're probably going to get Battle Damaged Mark 85. I think they're going to push out a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brothers, cousins, aka Lando in modern times.
That's
What-
right.
what-
That's right.
Space Pimp.
Oh, Space Pimp, exactly.
He's not wearing a cape though.
That's gonna be my
Yeah,
new-
you need a cape.
I think he could work
Space
that
Pimp.
cape collar.
Yo,
better.
you gotta wear a cape next time you're on the show, bro. You gotta wear a cape, bro.
In Party
Hey, I got
City,
the
you
Lando
get one.
Does he
costume.
know
Maybe
where
break
he's
it out,
going
y'all. I'm
to?
telling you.
Does he know the things that life is showing?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely, man. So what do you think's coming next, bro?
I'm gonna go with 3. I think we all can agree that Ahsoka Batgirl is probably coming like either tomorrow or in the next couple of days. And I'm gonna throw a curveball in the mix. CW Flash. I think that's gonna come.
Wow.
Like next
I
week.
would. I'd
Yeah,
down
I've been
for
hearing
one.
that too.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good, man. I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If that
The
happens,
most useless figure in the lineup.
It'll go great with the Soso Toys Green Vigilante
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I mean,
Yeah. We got both of them coming here.
and the Soso Toys Bat Lady that should be coming soon. So
So Toys didn't exist. CW for the win.
Oh,
hey,
maybe.
look, I want Rorschach, dude. Come on.
yeah, come on.
He's
So
coming
toys.
very soon, Rob. Very
I
soon.
know because I have the Hot Toys comedian and Silk Spectre.
Nice.
Hmm.
You're all looking at me going, "What?"
No, no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
Guys,
no,
Watchmen,
no,
you know?
I know.
And,
We know.
and those are
Way
pretty
back.
good figures, I have to say.
Mhm.
And comedian comes with an actual cigar.
nice. I'll tell you, I'm not pre-ordering that bullshit single jointed 1/6 scale Jetta Patrol. Give me double jointed elbows,
The
man.
Jetta Patrol figure?
Wow. I have
Exclusive.
actually just
Pre-order
got
sold
my Jetta Patrol
Oh.
figure.
Somebody did a little Photoshop, magic and made a
Ooh,
single
there's
jointed
Ryan. He's
version
never
of-
looked better.
There's Ryan. He's right
Yeah.
here.
There you go.
what-
That's the
wait,
best,
what?
That's the best my face has
How'd you
ever
get that? What is that?
You've never seen this? This is the Rogue One Jetta Patrol Stormtrooper 2-pack.
Wow.
It looks great.
Yeah.
gonna say,
I've been
should-
looking for this for years. And finally I traded my NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for it, but
It's a good deal.
oh well.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow!
thought so.
I
thought
have
so.
this.
Ryan's like,
I've
oh,
never opened it.
Sand
Never
Trooper.
opened it.
Yeah, that Sand Trooper's
Oh.
great.
Oh
He's a
man.
cute
But
Rogue
you
One
could-
is Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars film of all time,
I
so
think
I
this
will
is
get
pre.
every
Is this
figure in
pre-Rogue
that.
One? I don't know.
That's that's a New Hope.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a New Hope.
Yeah.
It's a great figure.
it's
Yeah.
$295. $295.
Dude, this Shore Trooper that they just dropped is awesome.
Oh, I
I
can't wait.
took the
Hopefully
I
I'll
took
see
the-
it tomorrow.
I got 2 and I took this karma off one of them, and people who are in the 501st are probably going to freak out that I did that because it's not accurate or whatever to the special version of him.
How
but
do you already
having
have
2
that?
that
Look at
look-
that figure. God damn.
Yeah. he's-
Wow.
Look, I just want to point out that Toys Wonderland got this out to me sandwiched in between 2 typhoons hitting Hong Kong. Just saying.
Have you put him in your bathtub yet to get him wet?
Oh my god.
What kind of a shore trooper
So
is he?
yeah,
then?
aside
Yeah,
from
I
the
know. Rob's
comma,
right.
is there much difference?
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
There is a
Look
ton.
at
There are
that.
a
Yeah,
Sorry,
ton
I'm
of
getting
different-
jealous. I'm just flexing.
Wow.
Well,
There
this is
are-
the
I've
OG
never
one, so I was
seen
just trying
such
to look at the
flexing
difference.
on an action figure show before. This is
I
amazing.
know.
I don't own the older one, but I've seen it, and I feel like the weathering is a lot better on this one too.
No, Brandon. The weathering is better on the original. Absolutely.
Really? I don't know. A
Yeah,
friend of mine
you-
has it, and I feel like the
No.
weathering. I like the weathering on
Ooh,
this
we might
better.
need to have a.
Wow,
You'll
Anthony
see when
goes
you,
to the portrait mode. Look at that. That looks
Well,
so
you know,
good.
we wanted to see the weathering, and we're trying
Come
to get
on,
it in.
Anthony. You
I
look.
got-
Look
I
at
got
that.
Army. I know Army back there.
You'll see when you see the review, especially when it comes to the pants. The brand new one is like the pants are like right out of the factory, brand new, like completely pressed. They're flat, no wrinkles, no creases, nothing. Versus the original one, which is all wrinkly and
Well,
has
you
a
can
little
just
bit more
go
of
to
a
the beach
dirty
and put it and
vibe.
dip it in the water, right?
Right.
You could, you could.
But I'm sure those new ones are pretty amazing, though, right?
Oh, they're fantastic, but the original one, I still think is better. And I said that in the video as well. I still think if you can get the original and you want the ultimate Shore Trooper, I still think the original is the best. But the new one's still a great offering. You know, if you can't get the
Right,
I
it's a good
love the
alternative.
short trooper design.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
mean, I'm still getting a squad
Badass.
leader and a couple grunts just to go with it. but-
Yeah. Of course.
I remember when I first got the original Shore Trooper, I literally
Oh,
took
here
him
we
to a lake, stuck him in the water.
Don't spoil it, Leo. Don't
Wait,
spoil it.
sometimes
I'm
you're
not.
the pitcher and sometimes you're the catcher. Wow, that's progressive.
We're gonna find out, Rob.
Wow.
I missed something.
By the way, I've been looking forward to this since I knew you're going to do it. That you've done
Oh.
it already. Wow.
That's what
I've
I'm saying.
not
Look at those
seen that.
bullshit single jointed elbows.
Yeah, that's fucked up. They shouldn't have done that. Ryan's been
Oh my
lifting.
God.
Ryan's been lifting big time.
Yep, yeah, but only 90 degrees.
Yeah, right. You
like
skipped
how
leg day
there's a
big
sideshow
time,
logo on
Ryan.
it.
You definitely skipped leg
Yeah,
day.
I'll skip leg day.
Also, I'm just saying they
Bro.
couldn't have given us a little bit more emotion in the head sculpt. The expression is just kind of like, come on.
The eyes
Well,
look
it
great
is,
though, man. You look like Daniel Craig.
Why does he?
Man, that's
why
pretty
does he not
good.
come with a Funko Pop at least? At least
Yeah, there should be at least one Funko Pop accessory.
Look, and it must be a Warner Brothers thing because there's no weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true. That's
true.
true.
But you have
None.
luminous eyes.
Yeah, your luminous
Yeah.
eyes look really good.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what is this,
hey,
like 2024? When does this come out?
Yeah.
It's
Who made that?
20,
That is
2011.
hilarious.
Taking pre-orders right now.
Hey,
PayPal.
hey, brother's cousin, you see they gave him the OG classic shell top Adidas, bro.
Right.
They
Pretty
gave him
good.
the OG classic shells, bro.
I didn't even notice that, but that's great.
Yo.
Fantastic.
Oh,
If
my
only I had
goodness.
ever owned those.
Where do we pre-order? Can we pre-order?
You
Yeah.
can pre-order right now.
He says, "Look at that rooted beard. That is
The
real
rooted beard,
hair.
bro.
My God. Come on now."
Brother,
Bob Dylan said, "Give him purrs."
yo, this right here, bro, straight
Give him
up.
first.
Pretty
If he
good.
had
You can
first,
get
that'd be
them
really
at
creepy.
Collector's
Oh, yeah.
Zone with the
My only
100% discount code Brendan.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. My only gripe is they put Ryan on there instead of Jedi Patrol. And the single jointed elbows, I don't think I would let them.
He's like, I'll take one.
He's swiping the card.
He's swiping the card.
Swiping the card.
Yo.
I'll send you an invoice.
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, wow. Somebody just really took the time to
Somebody
do it the
really
right
loves you,
way.
Ryan.
Boys Wonderland has that on
Somebody
sale. You don't
really
even have
loves
to
you.
pay DHL. They just send it.
And it's
Shipping
it's
is
like,
included.
It's not even third party, so we're good.
If you order now, you get an exclusive Grievous shirt.
Yeah, you can have
like,
a Grievous 2021 shirt.
yeah.
Just,
It just
real quick, just to address something in the chat that somebody said, sorry that, to be a party pooper, that Toys Wonderland is sending out notices saying they're delaying deliveries because of the typhoon, but reviewers like you guys are getting it at this time. I'm not a reviewer.
No,
I'm the only one on here who doesn't even have a channel. I just got lucky in that they managed to get a bunch of shipments out in like that one day that they went
Right,
back
that
into
time.
operation before they got shut down for a second
I
one.
don't have Arkham
Oh,
Hollow,
must-
so
I got
Oh,
look,
must
I
put-
got I
Yeah,
got
I just got all my
my
stuff.
I got
Wow.
my
I don't
short
have
trooper
anything.
before Ryan and Justin, and I don't review.
Yep.
I don't have a channel.
Mhm.
I have no relationship with Toys Wonderland. Okay, so this isn't a thing where like they're full of shit and they send it out to reviewers, but not to like you guys as customers. I'm a regular paying customer. I mean, Justin pays them too. It's not like this isn't, he's not getting it for free. I'm not getting it in advance for reviews. I just got lucky. That's
Yeah.
100%.
You don't
That's
believe
all
the
it is.
I
Typhoon?
bought mine
Just
from
Google the
Toys
Typhoon.
Wonderland. I
Yeah.
bought Rex from Toys
Yeah.
Wonderland the day it released. I just got it. It just came to my house, I think, 2 days ago.
is there a typhoon in Hong Kong?
I would
And
also
There were
like to
two,
point out-
actually.
Yes,
I'm gonna
there is.
confirm, Justin. I'm gonna confirm.
Oh, Ryan, hold on,
everyone.
everyone. Will's
A
confirmed.
certain California company
Hong Kong.
is reviewing figures before collectors are able to ship them out as well. I just want to throw that out there.
Imagine if McDonald's reviewed
It's
their
true.
own Big
Exactly.
Mac. Here is the Big Mac. We would like to unbox our own Big Mac. You can get it now from us, McDonald's. It definitely
Can,
is.
can McDonald's do an ASMR
Oh,
unboxing?
God,
And let's
yeah.
also,
Definitely-
let's also be
it
clear
comes with
to
its-
nothing
with
against
its
Guy.
iconic pickles that we are
Yeah,
known
nothing
for.
against Guy Klender. He's a good dude. Okay?
Whoever writes
he's
his
a totally
scripts,
good dude.
Yeah,
great
guy's a
job.
cool-
But he's not
cool guy.
reviewing these figures. He's literally just describing them. Okay, like he's not
Yeah.
reviewing anything. He's not pointing out, like Ryan or Justin or Lael or any of you guys will, where it's like, I like this, but I wish they had done this. There's no split cut. This might be an issue, but this is really cool. There's no critique. It's literally just a description. And again, No, that's what they're telling him to do. That's what they're paying him to do. Guys, he's a cool dude. Nothing against him. But those are not reviews.
It is.
You're not going to get the same information.
I'm done. Here's the thing: is I'm actually not reviewing anymore. I'm just going to actually do posing videos, literally, just posing.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
I'm staying away from just the reviews. I'm just going to actually. I'm just going to do all posing videos, how to pose figures and stuff like that. There's a lot of reviewers
do that with
out
your
there.
Fiance?
Yeah, sure enough, can.
Because I mean, my God, sir.
Yeah. She's a beauty, bro. She's my lady. I love her to death.
You're a good father too. Can I just say?
Oh, thank you, bro.
The way you interact on, I'm impressed.
Oh man, I love my babies.
Shout out, man.
I love them, bro.
He's adopted me.
Wow. Will, are you ready, man?
Yeah, let me share my screen, dude.
You ready to share your screen?
I've been waiting for this for like 2 days.
Well, hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Toya was putting pressure on me in the chat too, man.
So if anybody out there in the chat is new to this is a segment that we like to call The World According to Foxification. Give me the sound.
Oh, hold on, I got you. It's there. There's also lots of others I can do. I give myself applause.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank God he doesn't do that on the podcast.
Oh, I'm going to now. Guys, tonight we're talking about a very serious topic. We've had a lot of fun. We've hit some stuff. We all really dislike Sideshow right now, but we're talking about a lot of other important things, right? We're going to talk about selling collectibles, the most important thing you could do. Lael never does it. So
wouldn't that make you a reseller, Will?
Yeah, but I don't live in Hong Kong, so it's
you got to get Sideshow permission to do that.
That doesn't matter to them
well, because
anymore.
I also don't ship. I don't ship DHL because it would never arrive.
Do you have free shipping?
Yeah, I offer free shipping. Sideshow, hope you're not listening, please.
2 days, Hong Kong to Boston, DHL. Just saying.
Well, mine's stuck in customs, Brendan. So I think I'm being punished.
I just don't think they like you.
They don't. They definitely don't. I don't think it's a think matter. I think they definitely don't. Okay, Lael, can you share my PowerPoint for me? I got quite the show. Oh, hold on. Let me full screen here for you. Okay. So we're talking about selling collectibles 101 tonight, and I want to throw a metaphor at you, right? Sometimes you're the pitcher, sometimes you're the catcher. And I mean in baseball. I don't mean like Rob's dirty mind, right? I don't mean the dirty mind like Rob's going to. So don't go there, guys. It's a metaphor. What I mean is sometimes you're the seller, sometimes you're the buyer. In this case, you're the seller, so you're the catcher tonight. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying that. We're starting off on a good foot. This is very KG. Close your ears, please. Cover your ears. You don't want to hear this.
What is that?
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
He's not going to get it. It's fine. So looking at the numbers, we're starting looking at numbers tonight because we're all about stats here. We love our collectibles, but we also love our money, right? There's a typhoon in Hong Kong, but there's a typhoon in our bank account right now because there's a lot of figures coming out, and it is really hitting us hard.
Money for you, Will?
If you want to send it to me, Justin,
if there's a typhoon in your bank account, that means Will's gonna shout us all something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be. This is just a good example, like of an eBay listing. This is just the best one I could find, the most legitimate. A chicken, a finger shaped like Africa, cooked to perfection, one of a kind. That's kind of how we feel like when we're selling our figures, right? It's one of ours, it's one of our kids, but sometimes you have to sell them, so it's fine. So explore the community of collectors before going to eBay, right? Because we talk about this a lot, I think, in the groups. eBay is kind of like death for collectors for selling, right? Because when you think of eBay, you should think of not fond thoughts because there are fees associated. eBay should be a last resort because according to eBay, from what their policy said in 2021, you're getting charged 12.35% in fees right off the bat. So you're losing a pretty big chunk of your sale. PayPal, you're losing like what, 3%? We'll get into that. Not so bad, right? eBay also is an environment that is very buyer focused. So if you're going to sell in there, if you have a problem, you're pretty much fucked. I'm just going to throw it out there. If the buyer says this happened and you say it didn't, well, you pretty much lost that case in most cases because they are really focused on supporting the buyers on that website. So I would say just be very cautious about when you go selling on eBay. Does it work out? A lot of times, but sometimes it can go very poorly. Another point here. Annoying people. You guys have seen this. They make offers, but they don't fucking pay. Like, it's annoying as shit. They send you an offer, you accept it, you think the deal is done. No, it's not done, actually, because they didn't actually pay you. And
is this
if they don't pay you,
R-rated segment from Will? He's dropping F-bombs left and right.
Well, KG's here, and I got to impress the ladies. I got to be edgy. So,
I'm writing that down. How to impress the ladies, drop F-bombs.
There you go. Drop F-bombs, be edgy. Okay. I'll
and
keep it
KG,
PG
apparently.
because KG's here. I don't want to upset him. So, Okay, so people don't make offers. Also, scammers, right? There's scammers everywhere, but they'll say that the figure wasn't delivered when it was. Sometimes they can check tracking, but eBay, you never really know who they're going to side with, and they very well may side with the buyer on this one. There's scammers out there everywhere. They're going to say they could return the figure to you and send you back a different figure. eBay's probably not going to do shit about it. So that's something to be cautious about. eBay also, if you're a new seller, they're going to hold your money for up to 21 days typically. Sometimes more than that. So, it's just crazy. So, if you don't have a track record on eBay selling, you got to be very careful, because if you need that money now, there's a typhoon in your bank account. You need to buy some ramen, you need to buy some Funko Pops or whatever else you have going on, Call of Duty maybe, then you're not going to have that money, right? So explore Facebook groups. There are a lot of good Facebook groups to sell in. I'm sure you guys can speak to this too. 16 Republic, BST, Tashi Station, Hot Toys, Not Toys. If you have statues, Rad Titan, they have a great group. You can even try Collectors Freaks if you're feeling very bold, because it's pretty friendly there, but not always. So just be a little careful, because you might run into some... I don't know. Who knows? Okay.
You might run into Will.
You might. And you don't want that. Okay. So we got 4 tips here, 4 inches worth of tips, right? So, 1 bullet point per tips. All right. And see, there's a big tip here. This is the very first one. I should have bolded the shit out of this. Don't be the PM for price guy. I mean, seriously. No one likes that guy. Like, no one. Not even me. And I like everybody. And this meme is perfect, right? Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? PM me for price. Just don't do it. You don't want to be Thanos in this situation. So seriously, it's really bad. Because if
I'll give you credit for that, Will. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just, come on, dude. Like, if you're gonna sell something, list the price. Because if you're putting PM for price, that just means you don't want to list the price because it's too high. You're gonna get shamed.
Too high.
Yeah, exactly.
Sideshow will start doing that soon.
Well, who knows? Are they going to charge tax? Are they going to charge tax? It's not free shipping, obviously. So, I don't. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Only $37 to double box.
That's true. Okay, here's something in bold, right? Don't ever conduct a transaction PayPal friends and family, unless you're like selling to a friend, like someone in real life that they try to do.
It's actually friends and family,
right?
Is what you're saying.
No way,
Justin. That's a very good point. Actually, I'm glad you clarified for me. So yeah, because if it's actually friends and family, if they do something crazy, you could just go to their house and be like, "Dude, what's up? Like, why are you trying to scam me?" But like, you could leave a flaming bag of dog poop on his porch, and you can get him back. But otherwise, you have the guy's address on eBay, but you're not going to travel to Wisconsin or something. So you can't really put dog poop on.
You dropped 8 F-bombs, but then you said poop. I just want to point that out.
Well, I'm trying to be family friendly. I'm worried about Lael's monetization. So,
8 F-bombs in, you're worried about monetization?
Be upfront about shipping, okay? Shipping domestically or not, right? So are you only shipping domestic or are you shipping international? Because I don't ship international. I just don't like it. I don't like filling out the customs forms. They make me nervous. I don't like it. It makes me very stressed out. And it's just, I don't fill it out correctly. The lady doesn't help me. It's just very stressful. So I'm just going to
Well done, Jetta, selling your merch in the chat, by the way.
Jetta's selling merch in the chat during my segment?
PM for price.
I said PM for price.
Okay. I can't see. I'm full screen right now. Is the price shipped? I recommend listing a shipped price. I really prefer buying shipped prices because I know everything that's going to cost me. Sometimes sellers would be like, okay, $230 plus shipping. And you'll be like, how much is shipping? And they'll be like, yeah, like $40. And you'll be like, I wish I never messaged you. Like, that's exactly what happens. If you list a ship price, you could save us all some time. Include the shipping in there. Just do it. Come on, just help a buyer out here. Don't charge the buyer PayPal fees. This is questionable, right? It just don't do it. Just don't charge them. It's just don't.
Yeah, stay on your toes.
It's true, man. Don't charge them PayPal fees. Just don't, because include it in the price. If you're gonna put a price up there, include what the final price is. I want to know what I'm paying. I don't want to get hit with some fees afterwards. It's gonna just throw me for a loop. Worst case, split it, right? If it comes down to that and you're just really a cheap wad and you just have a typhoon in your bank account, split the fees. That's all you need to do. Because the basic fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents per US dollar sale. It's rated as the foundation, seller fees, the PayPal charges from within the US for nearly all transactions. That comes from PayPal. I'm quoting my source, citing my source. Okay, so final considerations. Should you be selling at all? So this is very important. You want to look at the Cheeto fingers. This is something. Zoom in on the Cheeto fingers, okay? Like, don't pull this up on your TV right now. Like, if you have Cheetos on your fingers, don't touch your fingers. And also reevaluate your life, okay? Like if you're just doing this, like be considerate, okay? Because like lick the Cheetos off your fingers, please, before you send out my figure.
I just like to say my mother would not approve of this.
Yeah. Yeah, please lick the Cheetos off. It's very important. Okay. Should you be selling it all?
So busted me, just so you know. I mean, I'm busted showing my 4K thing on my other channel. Thank you.
Should you be selling it all? In my professional opinion, professional and bold, you should not keep collectibles you do not love, right? If you don't love it, you should sell it to make room for your budget and other things you do love. Maybe you love going to Olive Garden a lot. You should do that. You should do that. Don't, just, or eat some more Cheetos, but lick those fingers. Eat some ramen. So maybe a couple eggs. However, you need to be sure you're ready to deal with buyer questions and concerns. If you're going to sell, you got to be ready to give customer service, right? Sideshow gives customer service, but they don't excel in other areas. Maybe you could at least be like them with customer service, just not in the rest of the stuff. You just don't do that. Maybe offer free shipping. That would be a good way to combat that. So finally, are you okay with taking a loss on the figure, right? You have to be considerate of the market for the figure at the time. Is the figure in demand? Like for me, I didn't want to sell my Dark Side Anakin, but someone offered me $750 for it. At that point, you know what? I'm going to sell it.
You shouldn't have sold it.
Rob, I'm waiting for a reissue, man. I'm banking on a reissue. It's going to happen. Even if not.
Dude, I had that on pre-order for so long, and then they told me, sorry.
Yup.
Layout, it happened
I
too.
had my money down.
God,
I'm like, what?
Layout, it happened too. Yep.
Oh my God! Don't even remind me, bro.
Dude, I'm reminding you.
Pissed.
Feel my pain.
I was so pissed.
Dude, I was beyond pissed.
Yeah, a lot of people were. And also, is the figure likely to be reissued? Look at the Mark 47. Look at the Mark 5, right? Look at the Short Trooper. Look at these type of figures that could vary. When something gets crazy in price, there's a good, bad Hot Toys going to reissue it. What were you going to say, Justin?
Short Trooper, not quite.
KG, you good, bro?
What's wrong with KG? I can't see him.
Hey, man, it's all good. I got busted taking selfies.
What time is it?
Columbia.
KG, man,
I
you
can't
good?
see him. I'm going to watch this later, KG. You better not make fun of me. Because
What time is it?
I'm going to get you back, KG. Is
never
now
know
the
when
right
you're
time
gonna-
to sell? Do you need to sell it now?
never know
Do
when
you
you're gonna
need
be
the
full
funds?
screened.
Do you need some funds right this second? Make sure you thoroughly inspect your figures and packaging, as well as Brendan thoroughly constructs his arguments before he posts them on Facebook. Because seriously, if there's one person that argues with people on Facebook, it's Brendan. Okay? That dude knows how to make an argument on Facebook, a well thought out, logical argument. Okay? Like, there's really no one better.
Smack down a motherfucker.
There's really no one better at it. Seriously, go check him out. Because he blocks a lot of people. Seriously, if you sell your figures, like I said, final thought: remember to always wash your hands first. Cheetos, just don't do it. Other than that, guys, be thoughtful when you're selling your figures. Be considerate. Think about what you're doing. Try to avoid eBay. Use the groups. Look into who you're selling to. Honestly, I look at people's Facebook profiles. I look at who I'm selling to.
Oh, you deep dive.
Yeah, dude. I should have put that in there. I deep dive. I look at that shit. I'm like, do I want to sell this dude? I'm like, do I trust this guy? Like, you got to be thoughtful with that stuff. I've had some bad experiences, so I'm very careful. Anyway, that's a wrap. Let me give myself the applause.
Great, Will.
Thank you.
It was great.
That was pretty great,
And
dude.
and insightful.
Yeah, definitely.
Did
It
I-
was
did I-
definitely
Did I
insightful.
teach you
Well
guys some
done,
things
Will.
tonight?
Well,
Yes,
I
you
don't know.
did.
You
How
got
long
quiz,
did that take?
Quiz KG.
What happened to KG? I missed it.
Nothing happened. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
KG. Wow. You know what?
You'll
Very
have to watch the
insightful.
replay, Will.
Very
You don't need to.
insightful, and I loved it.
It was
Loved it.
really good, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
It was.
KG, now we're going to quiz you on everything he just talked about.
Yeah, KG, you're getting a pop quiz later.
You
Where's he
son
going?
of a bitch.
Jetta did that to rub it in.
He did that to literally rub that shit in. Like,
approve that
literally.
I do miss mine a little bit. I do miss it a little bit.
Biatch.
Wow. By the way, I was really pissed. I was paying that off, and then it was already done. It was already paid off, and they're like, "Oh, sorry."
That's
we
the
don't
one I
have
did.
anymore."
Yo.
KG, that's fucking disturbing.
Yo.
Wow.
I got the same hat.
I paid that son of a bitch off, and I got that notification. It was like, yo, did you not check the stock?
Well,
like,
that was the
what
thing I didn't
hell?
understand. I didn't get it because I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I was really mad when they didn't send that to me.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was super pissed. I think that's when the change happened.
But they knew that you wouldn't be
Menopause?
so mad not to order from them again.
But here's the thing. I mean, you know what? I hate to be a fence sitter, but I mean, Sideshow. I'd paid off my Modu cases except for shipping. They did tell me that like, oh, your Modu cases are here. You pay off the shipping, and they did show up literally 36 hours later.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
So look, I'm not going to knock. Like I said, I'm not going to knock their customer service. When my, like I said,
No,
when
customer
my
service is great.
exactly when my what was it? My Asajj Ventures basically arrived in pieces. I contacted them and I got another one within, I'd say, 2 to 3 days. It was just that easy. Like it was they got it here and it wasn't a problem. So the customer service, for the exception of one individual person that you talk to through customer service, I just don't like talking to her because she's terrible. But other than that, everyone else is pretty good.
Well,
Like,
I think it's important. I mean, as a fan of a company, I really don't like a turn that they've made over the last, say, year. Like, why are you concerned with what anyone else is doing?
Yeah.
Right.
The idea is, hey man, I'm a fan of your company. Other companies around the world that I buy from, I don't want you to interfere with my buying. And they're interfering with my customer. I want to be a customer with whoever sells around the rest of the world. Why are they concerned? And now I understand you protect your business, but you don't own any copyright.
It should not be their business.
It's not your business to nope, it's not. And I will say this, man, I never thought ever I would not buy from Sideshow. However, the last 6 months has made me wonder, you know what? If I have to wait for my figures longer than other people, why are you bothering looking at what other companies are doing in different countries?
Yeah,
exactly. It's you know what? It's about choice. We have a choice. We have the right to choose whoever we want to purchase our figures, and they have to remember. Like, look, people were collecting overseas long before Sideshow even made their presence felt. Like literally, people were actually collecting figures. I was collecting figures for a while overseas before I even got myself interested in the Sideshow. Of
course.
So. I mean,
Sideshow is also not winning any popularity contests. Their PR team has shit for brains. They don't.
For those
know,
who say
they're
that
idiots.
we're just bagging them for the sake of bagging them, we're being toxic or armchair
quarterbacks.
Or whatever. Thank you. Whatever the hell. I'm sorry. We are not the ones who are being toxic. We're just calling out the toxic shit that we see. We're not telling you to take action, but we're giving you the information of what's happened. We're not telling you not to order. We've never once said don't order from Sideshow. At least I've never said that. I said options are good. You want to order from somewhere else? Freaking order from wherever works for you. But when we see toxic shit like a company exploiting the DMCA copyright takedown notices that only apply in the US, by the way, to a website that's hosted in Hong Kong, that law doesn't even apply over there.
And Sideshow doesn't actually own the copyright to the pictures in the first place.
No, they don't.
Copyright in the first place. When we're seeing toxic and illegal shit like that, then of course we're going to freaking call it out because we think that that's something you would like to know. So we're not being armchair quarterbacks. We're literally just shedding light on what is happening.
By the way,
people say
if
that
you don't want us to talk about it, then don't do it.
How about this?
And
how about they come out and make a video and say, listen, here's why we don't support third-party figures. Why don't you say it? Come out and say it. Make a fucking video where you explain your policy and say that other countries do not protect copyright the same way that we do. We don't support it. And if you come out and say, here's what we don't support, fine. I'd be like, I would respect
transparency.
The hell out of that.
Full transparency.
But for you to take legal action on a small company, like a company that, by the way, it's not like they're Steve frickin' Jobs or Bill frickin' Gates. They're serving a community of people that are fans. It's not like a giant community. They're not going to be making billions of dollars. All they're doing is serving people that, hey man, I just want my favorite characters. And there's a lot of people that aren't going to make them. I'd love to buy them from you, but they're not. Why are you if I don't have a figure and you're suing another company, I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you suing some company in a foreign country when I don't have the figure I ordered that someone else got in February and now it's July? Why don't I have my figure?
Right.
And you're taking legal action against a foreign company?
Yep. And also when people like in Facebook groups and stuff say, "Oh, why don't you YouTubers just shut up and vote with your wallet?" You know how many?
Oh, we do.
You know, I've voted with
Yeah,
my
we
wallet
do.
because you know how many orders that I've canceled in the last 2 years with Sideshow? 38.
Wow.
38 fucking orders that I canceled. Some of them I lost NRDs on. Some of them I ended up buying. Like I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to get this first batch overseas. And I spent a lot more money. And I did it because I chose not to get my stuff from Sideshow. So I spent more money. So you're damn right. I voted with my wallet. I canceled 38 orders in 2 years. Okay. So this isn't me like bullshitting. All right. I do what I say and I stick to it. And everybody else here does. We buy stuff from Sideshow if we need to get it from them, if we can't get it anywhere else. Okay.
Right.
But everything else that I can get somewhere else, I do. And I've been open and transparent about that since before they kicked me out of the Sideshow Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to real quick, just real quick. Just like we have the right to choose where we want to purchase these figures, we also have a right to talk about the things that we do not like. Plain and simple.
100%.
We have a right to do it. And I'm going to tell you, and I will explain this to you because, hey, have I had issues with Toys Wonderland? Yes, I did. But I still buy from them. Have I had issues with Giant Toys? Fuck yes. But I've actually purchased some certain things from them. You know what I mean? Have I had issues with other companies? Yes, I have. But that's all part of the game. But
Yeah,
at
that
least,
guy at Collector's Zone,
least,
what an asshole.
but the thing is, at least there's some transparency. My thing is, look, I'm going to talk and I'm going to basically stress this. And if I offend somebody, I do apologize for it, but I'm just going to keep it quite frank and I'm going to be honest about it. I have a right to talk about whoever the fuck I want to talk about, especially if it's a disservice. Plain and simple. I mean, that's just mainly how it is. Look, I'm not saying that I don't purchase things from Sideshow because I do. And I'm not saying that I hate them I hate their practices, but they do have pieces and shit that I do want, and I still will purchase certain statues that I want. I just will, and I'll purchase it from them. But at the same time, listen, if I don't like your practices, I have a right to talk about it. I'm not going to basically sit up here and just be a champion for your product if there's no damage control. You're not even presenting any type of damage control when you do shitty stuff, like especially when you're going after these companies like that right there. And the thing is, it's publicized. That's the biggest fucking problem I have is that you're publicizing this shit. If you wouldn't do it, half of us wouldn't know shit. This is why I'm saying, like, yo, why can't we just get back to fucking collecting? Why can't we just get back to the simple fact that when we received these brown shippers, we anticipate that. That's what the joy of getting the brown shippers, unboxing your fucking figures and talking about that, having your own reviews, going over how marvelous the figures are. Marvel over that. I don't want to be quite honest, I don't want to talk about Sideshow any fucking more.
No,
but when you do constant shit, it's like, what the fuck do you expect? People are going to talk about it, especially if they have money invested in the fucking product. Plain and simple.
To clarify on what Lael is saying, though, too, because Bob Dylan mentioned Guy Klender. When we're talking about shit that we don't like that Sideshow is doing, like going after Toys Wonderland, we're talking about the management, the leadership. Like Bob Dylan said, Guy Klender is a stand-up dude, okay? Nothing but love for him. Nothing but love for Terry Smith, okay? There are really, really good people that work at Sideshow, okay? Absolutely. On the customer service team, the artist side, everything. Okay. There are some really, really good people that work there. But the people at the top are the ones that are making the decisions that we don't like and that we think affect the community in a negative way. And that just have shown a pattern of behavior where rather than addressing the issues that we as collectors have with them and their performance, and they're providing services and goods, okay? Rather than addressing those grievous errors, they instead
Loved how
go
you did that, by the
after
way. That,
Right.
kudos to you
Toys
for that one.
Wonderland.
Yep.
Thank you. They go after U.S. based retailers for offering free shipping or not charging sales tax, or it's like, oh, hey, you sold too many of that figure. That means that some of those people should have bought it directly from us. So next time we're only giving you 12 instead of 30. You know, it's that mentality where the small businesses that rely on them for their Hot Toys stock, Sideshow comes across as if they want those businesses to be just successful enough to stay in business.
Yeah, they just got the boot on the neck.
Just so they can still get stock from Sideshow, and Sideshow can have that revenue stream, but not so much that people outside of the physical area where that place is located will actually order from them. Unless you live near this place that carries, they don't want you to buy from that place online. They want you buying from them. I understand from a business perspective, like that's what they're trying to do. All right. I don't begrudge people trying to run a business, but as a small business owner myself, I can tell you that partner relationships and customer relationships over the long term, that matters. Okay. And I don't think that they are looking at that right now. They're looking at the short term. We just want to stamp everybody out, gain as much of the market share as we can, and make a ton of money.
You've seen Free Guy, right?
That's not going to win you a popularity contest.
You've seen Free Guy, right? You've seen Free Guy, right?
I haven't seen it.
Sideshow reminds me of Tiger's character in Free Guy. How he's
He
like
was way cooler though.
He's like, just shut everything down, just delete all the player accounts, just ban everyone, just because he just wants to win.
Remind me of EA, man, if you play games.
I mean, EA puzzle. He wants to win.
Look, listen. When you here's, it's not a good look if I have an opinion. It's not a good look if I have an opinion and I speak out about that opinion. Not saying that your company is terrible, but I just speak out about certain things that might be a disservice. It's not a good look when someone has an opinion and you ban them for that opinion.
Yeah,
that's not a good look. First off, that's where it gets. That part right there is where it really gets kind of bad. But then you follow that up by then saying, okay, I'm not am I going to ban you, but I'm going to try to prevent you from getting shit from other companies. So. You know what I mean? If you were that successful and we couldn't get anything else from overseas and all that we were doing this entire time was getting shit from you, what makes you think I'm gonna like you anymore? Like, period. Like, what makes you think I'm just gonna say, yo, I'm so sorry? I don't beg, and I was never taught to beg anybody. Exactly. Like, literally, I don't do that. And so for you, that's bad PR right there. And the thing is, I see a whole bunch of people talking about, you know what, Sideshow is this, Sideshow is that, and you know what, they want to protect the integrity. Okay, that's cool, because the longer you do that, and that's fine. If you can, and that's fine. You can continue to do that all you want. I'm going to be as honest. And for people out there, especially in the chat, that may not like me being as honest as I am, there is a such thing as logging out of this video and not liking the channel. That's fine. But I'm going to continue to be honest. If you don't like that, I'm telling you again, then this is not the place where you want to be. Plain and simple. It's not.
Yeah. I have to say, I mean, Anthony, I didn't know him before, but like there was a new company. I love Star Trek. I've wanted high-end Star Trek 6 scale
massive
figures
Discovery fan
for a long time. QMX, I hope they did it, but they could put out their delivery system didn't work. They couldn't make it. So there's a new company. Guy from QMX comes over, starts a new company, Exo6. I don't know how good they're going to be. So they have their own website. You could buy through them or buy through Sideshow. I chose to buy through Sideshow because it's a new company. I don't know them. Never bought from them before. I bought data, right? I haven't got my data. Don't have it. But and they keep pushing it back. Wow. All right. I don't have my data. I went to Exo6 and went to their website and got my Jean-Luc Picard.
Yep.
This is a great company. This is a company that understands collectors, knows what's up, everything about this figure from the tailoring of the outfit. This is the kind of thing I've dreamed of as a Star Trek fan my whole life. I love this company. I love everything they do. They've taken all the great cues. Great figure.
I see what you did.
Great
there.
figure. And they have a whole new line coming out. I am more excited about what they're releasing than almost any other company because they're new and they're tickling my Star Trek itch. I've wanted great, and there's been a lot of great
Rob,
Star
can you do
Trek.
that one more time?
Sure. I've wanted a company that's tickled my high-end Star Trek itch for a very long time. And I think X06, they get it. They understand. But I got to tell you, I don't have my data. I got my Jean-Luc Picard. I've pre-ordered my Janeway through the X06 website. And yet my Sideshow order
You'll have
keeps
her before
getting
Data.
back. I know, right? And I have to say, all I want is to buy great figures and get them. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Just tell us how much money does it cost and when will we get them?
That's it. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. Listen, I'm not here to bash a company like Sideshow.
I have said,
and that wasn't even
Sideshow.
exactly. I still go on the site. There's certain things that I want. If I have points to use, I'll use it and get whatever figure. And you supply me with those points, I'm gonna use them.
Right.
And on top of it, I still have figures that are basically invested
I've
in
got
the company
Sideshow
itself.
Jedi figures you want, that you don't have.
I know. God damn.
Lil, there's a question in the chat.
Man.
There's a question in the chat that I think we should let Justin field.
What's that?
Ryan R asked, "How do I believe it was Ryan R.
I had it up. I had it up.
How do we know that Hot Toys didn't ask Sideshow to go after resellers? I'll let you field that one, Justin.
Why would they? They have nothing to do with Sideshow. Absolutely nothing. Because the people in Hong Kong, if they were going to get the figures, they would just go to Hot Toys. You can just walk in and buy them. They're not going to pay more for something that they can just literally walk into a store and get. Because Hot Toys gets the money from the sales that they make in Hong Kong. Sideshow places an order of 10, 15, 20, 30,000 units, whatever the hell, and they get paid for that. They don't care if Sideshow sells them or not. It's not their problem. They get paid either way. That's how it works. You order a certain amount of stock. The same thing like a supermarket will order a certain amount of stock usually, and then it's up to them to sell it. That's why they discount stuff and they try and move product, is because they've already paid the supplier for those goods. That's how it works. So they don't care if, I don't know, some random guy is going to Secret Base, buying 5 of them, or buying 3 of them, or whatever the hell. They've come with their friends, they've come with their family, they've all lined up together, they bought 5, and they say, you know what, we're going to sell them to folks in Australia. You know, for instance, we're gonna put the price $200 to $300 more. We're going to sell them early just because we can, and that's our right. We're able to resell. It's your right not to buy it. It's our right to do it. So they're going to put them up, and it has nothing to do with Hot Toys because they've already received the money. In fact, it's better for them because those resellers are buying 5, 10, 15. They're bringing all their friends and family. They're buying in bulk versus if the resellers didn't exist, they'd probably sell a hell of a lot less in Hong Kong.
What were you going to say, Brothers Cousin?
Well, Hot Toys kind of already addressed this in a way too, because let's say like remember when Mark 47 was being sold for like $2,000, $2,500, and then they just re-released it. They reissued. That's one of the reasons why I believe why they're reissuing stuff too, so they can come back resellers to a point. If they like Justin said, they don't really care. It's pennies to them. But if they know somebody really wants something, like people want like a DeLorean, they could just put that out and put it out for about $1,000 and just, and get that money. Opposed to people going on eBay buying it for $2,500.
I don't think Hot Toys is saying, oh, we want to combat resellers in that case. I think they're saying, shit, there's still a really good market for this. We've got the molds. We can reissue this and sell it very well because people are paying $1,000 for it.
Yeah,
so they'll
exactly.
pay $400 if we reissue.
And then they don't.
Right.
And then they don't.
But
All
so I absolutely do think that they're paying attention and seeing, wow, these are really popular, selling on the aftermarket. There's a market for it, but they're not doing it
they
to
can't
like
have them.
yeah, they're not
That's
doing
why
it
people want
to
them.
stamp out Toys Wonderland and Pop Collectibles and stuff like that. The bottom line is those guys are buying the product, which is what Hot Toys wants. They want to sell units. It doesn't matter
Money,
who's
baby.
buying them.
They want money.
Hot Toys
They
is
want the
making
money.
the same
Yeah.
amount of money, whether like
Regardless.
if you're selling 100 figures, Hot Toys makes the same amount whether 90 go through Sideshow and 10 go through Hong Kong or vice versa. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
They're making the same.
I've heard
So-
someone say that they get mad that resellers are selling it for 500 and they sell it for 250, and they feel like that's the stupidest argument that I've ever heard. Because if they wanted 500, they would just ask for 500. They're not
Yeah.
mad that people are making profit on their product. That's good because it shows that there's value. It shows that their
They're
product
making a good product that people
appreciates.
want.
Exactly. So I've never understood that stupid argument that
People
people
have
say.
to understand you're not paying $500 for the figure. You're paying a
For the
upcharge to
service.
get it. Thank you, sir. You're paying
Correct.
for the service.
Yep.
Jetta pulled a doubleheader, no hitter on 6 Scale News on the company. in
Mr.
Cali.
Cheeto Fingers.
That's funny. Well, listen, this is what I'm going to say here. Again, and thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, this will probably be the last, and literally,
Let's make a pact. Unless they do something really shit and stupid,
Yeah.
let's make a pact.
Well, that's
to
what we
not
keep
talk
saying
about them
too.
again.
Like this is I don't want to talk about him anymore.
I don't want to talk
I know,
about
but
it
they do
anymore.
But you
something.
just keep bringing it up.
Wait.
I don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
I agree to do that, but I just want to say on October 9th, 2009, I had shipped the T600
Hey.
from Hot Toys and the Medicom Sweeney Todd sent to me.
Oh, wow.
That was my first Hot Toys order in 2009,
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
12 years ago.
But you know what? That was the golden era of
Yes.
of Sideshow when pretty much there was no drama. Like I don't know.
Yeah, because that guy who is in charge, I forget his name. It's I
it's
forget
different
his name.
ownership
He-
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not. He wasn't in the position that he is in now. And we've heard from people who used to work directly for him about the toxic stuff that happened. So we're not making it up. We've got first-hand accounts for people that literally used to work for that person. So we have some pretty good solid intel. I would like to think.
good intel on that.
You
But
know,
this is like I said, what
you
we're
know.
going to do literally is make a pack. I'm making a pack because I'm just not going to allow it anymore. As of right now, I have shit else to say about Sideshow. I really.
Yeah.
The thing is, listen. All I'm going to ask is Sideshow, just do better. That's it. As a company, do better. Like any company would, just do better. You have the opportunity to do so. The voices have been heard. People do speak. And, if there's something that they don't like, they will voice it. You have a lot of companies that are speaking out against it. But, from now on, I just don't want to have that
You
conversation
jinxed
anymore.
it though because you
I really don't.
you jinxed it because you said that.
I don't-
And now tomorrow they're gonna line up.
Well,
like 50
it's whatever.
companies to
I'm not talking about shit. I'm done. I'm literally done.
yeah, but
like,
you know what?
I-
This was a great show still tonight.
Yeah,
It
it
was.
was.
Definitely.
Let's
Agreed.
think
It
about
was.
the love and
It
Will
is.
Foxification's amazing PowerPoint presentation.
Thanks, man.
Exactly.
Those PowerPoints, they age like fine wine, dude.
Dude, they're pretty great.
We all
You did a
learn.
great job.
Thanks, man.
Kudos
Appreciate
to
it.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I
Yeah,
want to go to eBay
that's
and
the-
sell shit.
Exactly. That's the thing. Let's
Give
talk.
yourself some applause.
And it
Thank you.
was a great show. We had a great presentation, a great panel. We had great discussions aside from the last half. But other than that, listen, any discussion is a great discussion. Any opinion is a great opinion. And that's how the world spins. Plain and simple. This is my guy with the $20 super chat, Lynch Design. Thank you for coming through. Look at all these amazing people up there.
By the way, can I just give
Scholar
a
and a
shout out to
gentleman.
Lynch
Thanks, brother.
Design? He has been a great supporter and
Yes.
fan of
Yes.
multiple streams. My own channel,
Yes.
your channel,
Yes.
Az's
Yeah.
channel,
Mine
Heel
too.
versus Babyface.
Mine too.
Shout out to Lynch Designs. You're
So
the
yes.
man, dude.
Yes.
But I want to know Lynch Designed. I want to know what that means. I
Oh,
wanna
it's
go-
his,
does he have a
That's his company. Yeah, that's
he
his
does,
company.
He does design
What
work,
does he
yeah.
design?
Bro, he
Yeah.
has some amazing. He does amazing work. Like
Man,
amazing
I
work.
want to support him. Let's like he supports the channels. Will he
We
come
need to
on that
support
channel?
him.
Can we do like a
Yep.
Lynch?
He's got his
Design
Instagram
special?
up.
I'm trying to get him on the show. I
Man,
really want to get
look
him
at
on.
that dope shit. I want to see that stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
like he's
Lynch Design. Here's an wow.
Yep. He does a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
he's
awesome.
got-
There's a
That's
lot
so
of stuff,
cool.
man.
yeah.
Wow.
he-
Well, you know what? Then Lynch Design. You have an open offer. Come on my channel whenever. You know, Come
Exactly.
on Midnight Metal. Come on
100%.
Observation.
yes. Speaking of
Bring
which,
you
Midnight
on, man.
Metal tomorrow
By
night.
the
I
way,
cannot
why not?
wait.
You're on it. I promise I won't drink. Why not? If he could,
Hey,
like, show
I
us,
can't
show
wait.
us wares, man.
Listen,
It's your
Come on,
favorite
midnight-
5-hour stream.
Two of the greatest streams I ever did was 2 weeks ago with you. Two consecutive streams, man.
Exactly.
I thought we
Loved
did
it.
some great
Yes.
stuff.
and I cannot wait till tomorrow night.
Somebody
I cannot
say
wait.
metal.
Yo,
Yeah, but
yes.
you know,
metal.
People
Midnight
don't-
metal.
It's only time I drink, but I've been getting a little sloppy. But with Lael and
Yes.
they were good. We had
Yes.
really good conversation.
Rob may or may not have done some mushrooms.
We got a $5 super chat from 6 Scale Reviews. Loving the panel. Hope the other 150 people in this thing or two hit that
Sub
like
to
button.
their
Yeah.
channel.
Exactly. If you are and you're watching this right now, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subbed to the channel, do so. Sub to everybody's channel here. Make sure you do so. Like I said, it's great content always, and this is what we try to bring to you. So yeah. Again,
100%.
shout out to everybody that's actually been in the chat. Shout out to this amazing panel. I'll start with you, Anthony. What do you got coming up, bro?
Well, first, thanks for having me on. As always, everybody here is awesome. Our whole community is amazing. I love each and every one of you guys. I really do. I know that sounds like a car sales.
I'm just
pitch,
gonna make
Shout out to them.
KG got something.
Give me a good price, Anthony. Sell me a good car, man.
Hey, man. Well, listen. I'm just saying.
KG.
I got a lot of reviews coming. What did I just get in? The usual. What we all got this week. I've just been so swamped, and we're doing our live streams. Rob,
1/6
also
scale
we're
Fred Durst.
yeah, fucking guy. We're gonna start doing some Trek stuff too. Lynch, myself, and Rodrigo on the
Love it.
channel. They're all part of the channel. So I don't know if you ever want to talk Trek, man, but
You know what?
Hell yeah.
I've been a fan of that franchise for a while.
Yes,
So
you have.
I would
Just a
love
little
to
bit.
talk Trek.
that would be great. I think I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of maybe we'll talk specifically about specific characters that kind of coincide with specific launches and kind of go in histories.
I might know something about that.
All right. Well,
There's far too little Trek content in this community too. So
yeah,
that's
and I'm
something-
all about.
with Exo6, man. That's
Yeah,
something
all about.
that's got.
I mean, and shout out to them. Shout out to Exo6. I'm very impressed with where they're going. So
To the moon.
They,
To the
they, you know what's funny? I wish the rest of the Star Trek franchise had people heading it up as much as I want the people of Exo6 to do what they do, because those people get it. I never thought an action figure company would know more about the franchise they're working in than the actual people that are working on the franchise itself.
Right.
However, shout out to Mr. McMahon and to their Lower Decks season 2 finale. Well done.
There you go.
That is true. Yeah.
Will Foxification, aka Pretty Boy.
Yeah, that's what they say, man. That's what they say. But
Reasonable Will.
It's reasonable will. Reasonable will. I like that one a lot. So I still got to review No Time to Die. So I got to review that.
Can't
I
wait.
really loved it. I know Rob didn't love it that much. So yeah, I saw Rob. You talk about that with John Campia, dude.
I did a whole show about it.
Yeah. I gotta watch that.
Rob, he also liked Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. So we
Yeah, it was
can't really
pretty good.
trust
I
Will.
liked it.
I liked it
dude.
too.
I saw the
He's
last
young.
duel.
He hasn't seen Batman Returns.
Yeah, it's true. I haven't.
I know.
I did
Will.
see Rob. I did see
Or
the last
Heat.
duel tonight, though.
You
Like,
did?
dude, I'm gonna ruin Lael's monetization. That movie will fuck you up.
I'm looking, look, man, it's Ridley Scott. I'm really looking forward
Dude,
to it.
it's really
How'd you get
good,
to see
but
it?
it's
'Cause
insanely
Thursday night.
depressing. It's
Dude,
like
really?
Brendan, honestly, this I thought of you because it does everything The Last of Us 2 tries to do insanely better. Like it does multiple perspectives and it like tells the story and
I
like,
will
connects
see
them all
it
together.
The
just
Last
for
of Us
Matt
2 did
Damon's
anything
mullet.
right?
Yeah, Rob's right actually.
The
That's
Last
true.
of
They
Us
did
2 is
couple
a
things.
just
fucking
asking
masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Fucking
Holy
masterpiece.
Yes.
Really?
The first
After
one. I
Last
think
of
you
Us
mean the
1?
first one. I think you mean
Yep.
the first one. Yeah.
Really?
But
I will
but
go see that movie just for Matt Damon's mullet.
dude, the mullet is sick. Adam Driver.
Dude, all I know is
is-
PlayStation 5 Hot Wheels Unleashed. Rock on. That's
Oh,
what
I'm getting it.
right
I'm
now.
getting it.
I
Absolutely.
get it tomorrow. I can't wait.
Yeah,
You'll never
but
see me again.
I'm gonna review.
Rob, I'll race you. I'll race you.
I'm gonna
Get
review
on that
those
shit.
two.
We will race.
And in the last duel, seriously, Jodie Comer, who's actually I think that's how her name is pronounced. She's in
Comer,
Free Guy
yeah.
too. Yeah, she, dude,
Yes, she is. That's right.
she steals this show in this movie. Honestly,
Dude,
Like,
I
she
know.
really-
I'm not. I know.
She really does. So she's going to become a big star after this movie. I think really this is going to be.
Well, you know,
huge for her.
she is in Killing Eve.
Yeah,
People
she's
like
in
her.
Killing Eve. If you haven't watched
I know
Killing
you know
Eve,
what that is. You're
I
young,
don't. I
so-
don't.
incredible,
But I
bro.
have seen her in Free Guy. So
Well, the
She's
reason
an
she got a
incredible
Free Guy.
actress.
She became a huge star during
Killing Eve.
But I'm
Yeah.
thinking she's going to be like
Oh no, she
megastar.
will. I mean, she's amazing.
Like I think she's But either way, those are coming up, and then our live stream Sunday. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's all the good
Definitely.
stuff. Yeah.
And my man, the mellow Justin Collections. What do you have coming up next, bro? Like, I mean,
Well,
aside from your
you know.
voice tutorials, like how
Oh,
you
and
teach people
figures
how
and
to
flicks
Yeah.
how you teach people how to speak. in the
Will's on the
video.
money. Figures and flicks. I think
I forgot
think
about
the
that.
next episode is our best episode yet. So if you haven't started listening or watching, I still don't know because you can watch it.
Right.
The podcast that Will and I do, Figures and Flicks. We talk about movies and figures, obviously, the title. I think the next episode is our funniest, at least. So
It gets a
I don't
little
know, maybe check
wild.
it out.
So
It's very wild.
yeah.
You know,
Yes.
try and check it out if you want a little bit of a laugh. You know, it's the dark times, specifically down here in Australia.
before the
so-
rebellion.
Right.
Before the
Before the
empire. Exactly.
KG
My
on the phone with
man.
his agent or what?
But yeah, so I can't wait to watch that channel, man. KG, what do you got going on, bro? Like, what's
Sorry, I
up?
was talking to my agent real quick. You know, that dude, I got interviews, man. I got interviews next week, so I got to be ready for that. No, honestly, like, you know, just expect live streams from my channel, KG Collector, and, you know, my Instagram is also on the name right there, KG_Collector. And yeah, we're going to have a stream Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time with Lael and hopefully Will, brother cousins, Anthony, and Justin. If you want to hop on, you can hop on as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yes. My man, my mellow, the butt naked assassin. What's up, bro?
Man, I'm just coming down after the high of this last week. I got 6 figures delivered in the last week or so. So that was a nice stretch after a long dearth of pretty much nothing. I've got
That's what that was.
I've got the
Free shipping.
the HD aluminum print of the X-Men Children of the Atom coming tomorrow. So I'm psyched about that. But this is my biggest thing this past week.
Yes.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's
Nice
nice.
one.
Yeah, I
That's
like
Daredevil, right?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Signed Alex Ross, number 19 of 25 made, artist proof for this one. I'm a massive Daredevil nerd, so this was huge for me. So getting and also a big Alex Ross fan. I've got a dozen of his pieces.
Nice.
So, yeah, pretty much that's about it. And then just stream on. What the hell is what day is today? Thursday. So stream on Monday.
No, I was
Yes,
like that
yes,
too. I was like,
yes.
what day is
It
it?
doesn't
Yeah,
really
I don't
matter
know.
what day it is, though. Think about it from an
Exactly.
existential standpoint.
Yeah.
And Mike in the chat just asked real quick, when is the half scale cap coming? In a year. That comes out at the
Year and a
end
half,
of next year. I
Pretty much.
already pre-ordered it. I've got it. So half scale cap from Queen will be coming sometime Q4 of next year.
Man.
That's pretty much it.
Oh,
That's
by the way, Lael, just for you, I did what you said.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
Come
look
on,
good.
Hold on.
Yeah, that looks great.
Remember, Rob? We
Nice.
told him,
We did
and it
talk
looks
about
great.
that, Justin.
And it looks
Now
good,
let's
doesn't
talk.
it?
Come
I
on,
have
man.
to admit, as soon as I put her in there, you were absolutely right. The lighting makes her
Yes.
so
Yeah.
much better.
Dude,
Yes.
dude, come on.
Totally.
man.
Looks good.
The
Yeah,
Magicase lighting, man. The
That
Magicase
looks-
lighting.
that looks
It's
damn
good.
I'm
Perfect.
very happy that I
Good.
did that. So thank you to all of
Perfect.
y'all who said put
Perfect. Wonder Woman
in
in there.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Good
Yeah, it was a great idea, even though Will
was great.
Foxification was trying to
It was great.
talk you down. He was trying to talk you down. He was like,
That's my idea.
he was trying to talk you down.
His
See, I'm glad.
Olive
like to take
Garden
credit.
addled brain was trying to say no Wonder Woman. Come on now.
Hey, I'll take credit.
Robert, what's going on, man? Oh well, aside from tomorrow, I cannot wait. I love Midnight Metal.
We're doing it's good, and I promise. People, by the way, so I did this Midnight Metal show. I was getting wrecked, like really, really drunk. Because I can't drink during the week because I got kids and all this. But I was using Midnight Metal as an excuse to drink. Which, by the way, with Lael and we had really good conversation.
Yes, we did.
And so we had 2 good consecutive nights where I'm like, I can't let my fellow people down. And people are like, Rob, we love you, but you're so erudite, but man, you get so hammered. I'm like, yeah, I was. However, which is not good. It's not good for my health. I'm an old man. I want to die. I have figures to unbox. By the way, let me just say that I've started to unbox. I showed this earlier, and I'm proud of my pose. But this Rocket figure,
love.
I mean, my God, this figure is great. I'm really proud of this pose, by the way.
Hey, Rob.
I used the scarf with the wires in it.
You can get them for like $1.70 now too.
I can only tell you this because I did it the same way. The scarf is on backwards. I had about 55,000 comments telling me, yes, I know.
Go. What do you mean it's on backwards?
Things hang down the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really? I think they do.
But
yeah.
he looks so,
I was told
Rob,
a million times.
That's the X-Force variant.
God damn it.
It's the X-Force variant. That's why it's in front of
Don't break it live on camera.
You know what? Fuck that.
It looks good. Keep it there. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? It looks good. It looks good.
In my world, the wind caught it this way, and the way because I pulled it taut. This is the way he's posed, and whatever environment he's in, it's not backwards. It's just the way the wind caught it.
Yeah.
So there you go. I still love my pose, my God.
Your pose
is awesome.
Right?
That is collector philosophy.
Anyway.
Lael, somebody was asking where Ryan went. He actually fell asleep during Will's segment, and he fell
that
over
was just KG.
out of his chair.
I don't know what you're talking
on
about.
The floor right now.
Back.
No, Ryan, he actually messaged me. He had to bounce out early because he has a couple of things he had to do. But before I actually moved to my
I'm
brother's.
not done yet.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, we got more. We got more to go. Let's go.
I'm like the backwards thing. Sometimes I don't have the Thanos gauntlet on all the way because I have it back behind me, like right there. You know what? I like that. I like the crisscross thing. I didn't want it to hang behind him. It was just the way he was.
It looked good to me.
I did it the same way as you, Rob, and I thought it looked excellent.
It looked good to me.
And I'm going to leave that because scarves.
Just leave it. Leave it.
Change.
It's your interpretation, bro. That's all that matters.
God damn it.
That's your interpretation.
Yeah. So the question you asked. Where was I?
Midnight Metal.
Oh, so you and I are going to be on Midnight Metal with tomorrow.
Yes.
And, of course, I'm on John Campia's show, and then Robservations is back tomorrow. And if you live in Philadelphia or Boca Raton or Palm Springs, you can see the film I produced and edited, Tango
It's
Shalom.
in Philly? It's in Philly?
It is in Philly.
I'm going.
It is in Philly. It is. Now, hang on. Let me tell you exactly. No, it's not. No, but it's going to be on VOD on the 29th. And let me just say, if you've ever wanted to see a movie about a Hasidic rabbi who heard the word of God and God told him to dance the tango and he had to figure out how to do it because he couldn't touch another woman other than his wife, that's the movie for you. I'm just saying. But this is interesting. Let me tell you where in Philadelphia it actually is, because I am not sure. But other than that, find me on Instagram or.
Ryan R. asked if it was Boca Raton, Florida. I'm assuming that's the only one on the planet.
It is. It's in 2 theaters in Boca Raton, Florida. Okay. So you can go to 2 theaters, and I will tell you in an instant where they are. So so this is a film that I spent a long time, very independent movie, not exactly our bill of fare, to be honest. I mean, I don't expect anyone to go because it's not exactly our thing, But we did win an award today from the American Jewish Film Festival. We won the overall winner at the Jewish Film Festival, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, you know, what can you say? I mean, you can't not love that. But, you know, it is in 2 theaters in Boca Raton, and I'm looking for the Philly theater, but I can't find it.
Rob, would you say it's a spiritual successor to that Star Wars related film that you told us that you were in a while back?
Well, the joie de vivre, certainly.
Okay.
I would say absolutely. My God, why not? Yes. But yes, the what can I say? Indeed. Absolutely. 100%.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. My man, brother's cousin.
Hey,
What's going on?
Man, Liel, thank you so much for having me. I'm a fan of all you guys, you know, and it's just been great. Y'all have made this little YouTuber and this little YouTube channel like feel super good. I mean, this is awesome.
Same.
Yeah. This is what we do.
Awesome.
This is what we
awesome,
do.
Guys. I mean, I want to do Midnight Metal with you guys. That sounds cool. I'm trying. I like to drink too. Anyway.
well, you know, I can arrange that. I know people.
He knows people that know people. So
I know
because I'll be on tomorrow night, and I cannot wait to jump on, bro. We have it's you know what, it's pretty much any discussion we need to have, we will have.
We have some
and that's what
philosophical.
makes it awesome.
There's some really interesting philosophical discussions, which I would, to give you a preview, I'd really like to talk about space and the meaning of William Shatner going to space, whether it's just billionaires arguing or what does it mean?
Yeah.
And I think that would be the idea of, there's a lot of cynical people that are like, why do billionaires do this? Or should we help the problems on Earth? And I think it has to be done all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just stop the world and only do one thing. You have to do 10,000 different things at once.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So,
if they don't have a guy named Scotty in the control room for him to say, Scotty, I need more power, it's just a missed opportunity.
By the way, it's not in Philadelphia, it's in Pennsylvania, but it's at the Tunkahonic. It's in Tunkahonic, Pennsylvania. Or PA.
Awesome.
I gotta look that
the
one up.
Dietrich Theater. I put it in this
I have to just put it in Google Maps and I'll find it. I'll find
By the
it.
way, I'll send you why don't I send you a link?
Yeah, just send it.
I'll send y'all a link.
Yeah, definitely. But brothers, cousins, yeah, like man, it's good to have you on. What do you got going on next with your show?
Oh man, I got right now I'm actually filming Miles. He came in like at 6 o'clock today. DHL.
Same thing. Yeah.
So I'm doing Miles. I got Lando coming tomorrow, and I'm almost finished on the first volume of Toy Stories. That's a little series that I'm doing that's aside from my YouTube channel. Well, it's going to be on the YouTube channel, but it talks about me starting my collector journey in the 90s and how Toy Biz was the big thing and how I grew out of Toy Biz, went to McFarlane, and now Hot Toys. So it's 3-part series. It's going to be great.
Wow, man. You know what? Lael, I mean, brother's cousin, that's a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to do like maybe a Robservations addendum.
Yeah.
And have the two of you on talk about that, because that's an interesting idea.
Let's do it.
Your journey from Toy Biz.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Let's do it. And
Toy Fair magazine had to have been a part of that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go.
Are we just gonna let it slide that brother's cousin has 2 giant Chucky dolls in the background? I get so much shit for the Pennywise thing.
I'm glad you know
nothing.
Can we talk? What do you think about the new show, man?
Yeah, are we just gonna let that go?
You know what? The new show was kind of weird. I'm waiting to see where it goes because it looked like they were holding Chucky back. Chucky says fuck a little bit more than that. Sorry, Leo. Sorry.
That's cool.
Demonetization. He's done. Thanks
I already messed it up. It's fine.
Yeah. But it's I'm waiting to see where it goes. It looks like it's going to be fun though.
Those look
now,
cool.
hang on, I gotta ask you about those 2 Chuckies. The bottom Chucky looks a little happy.
That's the original. That's the OG, right?
It looks a little messed up. So
that's the OG.
Where did those both come from?
Those are from Tots Trick or Treat Studios. They make those.
Now,
I'm waiting for the
both?
ones.
Did you get those at different times, or what? What era of Chucky does? What do those represent?
So the good guy is from the first movie, and actually he's from the good guy. That's actually the good guy that's based off of the Child's Play 2 movie, and then the one up top is from Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
Nice. What about those Terminator figures behind you?
Oh,
Man?
DX13.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
look at that collection, bro.
That looks really nice, brother. Yeah,
Wow,
that looks,
man.
That's crazy.
Are those all Hot Toys? They're not.
All
Yeah.
Hot Toys. All
I
Hot
missed
Toys.
that T1000. I wasn't collecting then. I need to get one.
Man, I've got
Come
the.
on, Will.
I didn't.
I
get
know I
the
wasn't
cop.
collecting
That
then,
cop
Justin.
figure is great. I got the DX. What is that? DX12? Is it what?
And you have the DeLorean up there. I see it.
Look at that.
That's very
look at the
classic.
back-
That's the
and
Back
that
to the
display
Future
looks great.
2 DeLorean.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Hover
Thank you.
converted.
See,
cool.
see. Okay, brothers, cousins. So next week, I was wondering, because I had this thought. Next week, we should actually, because I wanted to actually do a show on diversity in collecting. I did want to do that. I was thinking about actually just talking about diversity in collecting. It's not just what people would think. It's all cultures, even diversity amongst like women, collectors and stuff like that. I was thinking about doing something like that. I think we need to.
That'll be
I think
fun,
in
man.
this day and age, we need to do something like that.
Hang on a second. I think
Yes,
it's
sir.
a great idea,
Yes.
but I've got some figures that have come out as non-binary, and I don't know what to do with them.
Lando.
He's led the charge. He's led the charge.
He has led the charge.
I
He has
mean,
led the charge.
and by the way, I just want to say, these are two action figures where you understand that color is very important.
Is
when
very
it comes
important.
to, but you know what? I think that's a great idea.
Yes,
I love that
definitely.
idea.
I think we
And,
should. I think we should. I think it would actually be a good thing. Guys, listen, man, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for being
Yeah,
a part of
definitely.
it. Thanks for everybody out in the chat. Thanks for actually hanging with us, like pretty much this entire time. It was supposed to be. I know I'm gonna get this flack when we go off. No, Brendan can't wait. He can't wait to talk shit. Talk shit is written all over his face. I can't wait. But listen, thanks everybody for coming through tonight and hanging with us. Very interesting. Like we had, some great conversations. We got a chance to, hear some philosophics from Will, dropping some knowledge. We had a mic drop from Rob Meyer Burnett. We had some information from the one and only Justin in the next video. You know what I mean? Oh my God, he has to teach me how to do that shit. Like I can't. No, you know what? As a matter of fact, don't teach me. The reason why is copyright infringements is a real thing. We ain't doing that. We're not gonna do that.
Don't
tonight.
copy his voice and don't
We're
copy
not
his thumbnail.
Exactly. Don't copy that.
Like,
Just
do
watch
watch his
Sideshow's
review
videos,
of
'cause
Lando
that's next.
Calrissian that dropped.
Exactly.
It's a really good review.
Watch the review of Lando.
Yeah,
'cause
definitely, man.
It's dope. It's crazy. Justin ushers the way, man. He's the toy Jesus.
Grow your hair out, Justin. You need a beard too.
I prefer to think
He's
of
a toy
Boy
messiah.
Moses, but okay.
He's the toy messiah.
Wow.
He is.
See, you say toy Jesus, and I think of Buddy
Wow.
Christ.
Yeah, there you go. That's Justin.
I have that still box, by the way.
Oh my God.
Right now.
We need another gift.
You know what? No, I'm full screening. You know why? Because those
Why?
fucking Vaders behind you look fucking incredible,
Man,
bro.
you got 4 or 5 Vaders.
The dope poses of the Power Rangers.
I
And then
know.
we're talking
I love
about
those
4
Power
Vaders just standing in a line.
Bro.
The Ninja
Hey,
Turtles would
Justin,
kick
have
the
we converted
asses
them-
of all those Power Rangers.
Have we
just saying.
converted them to museum poses? It sounds like we kind of have.
Oh, I think so, because every single one of them are just standing there with their hands.
I
behind
will
their backs.
never.
Music-
But see,
I
you
don't
know
know,
what?
man.
Listen,
That
listen.
You're
Power
not
Ranger
looking at the
shelf.
dynamicness.
Yeah,
You're
that's
looking
a
at the
dynamic
museum.
shelf, bro.
You know?
Come on.
But listen, listen. With Vader, you can only do but so much, bro. There's no
Yeah.
aerial
Yeah.
poses you can do with Vader. Everything with Vader, he
We
has to be
we
kind of stoic.
literally, you all are going to get so mad. I think, we'll see. But
Yeah, you are.
our hot topic in the podcast was dynamic versus museum posing.
I'm not
And
watching.
I don't know.
it.
Maybe I said some things. Maybe I said some things.
It's
But
gonna be
anyway,
great.
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
I'm not watching it. I'm not.
Dynamic
encourage it.
poses are more fun.
Bro.
It's
Absolutely.
how much fun do you want to have,
mean,
bro? How much fun do you want to
at the
have?
range.
Man, I have a lot of friends that just museum pose.
Bro,
and
but look at
Some
that.
figures look great in museum pose
Bro,
because
listen.
they,
Yeah,
they
some
are
do.
But
imposing.
the thing is,
They're-
Lael, your
There you
poses
go.
are great. I mean, I would say this: you don't have to like go extreme. Like Justin, to be fair,
Yes, sir.
he's thinking about the preserving. I mean, these figures are not exactly built to last, and
No, they're
sometimes,
not.
and Justin is preserving the integrity of his figures.
No, and I appreciate that. I
But you know
definitely
what?
appreciate
I think there's a halfway
me
point.
show
I think there's a halfway point
Oh
between
my
Diane.
I don't need Ronin to do more than this.
Oh my!
I don't.
God,
Right.
look at that, dude.
I just did
Oh
this,
my.
and all of
That's
them,
more
or
money
most
that
of
I've
them,
made my entire life working on
are
films.
in
Just so you know.
the museum pose.
Look how much space too.
I know, right? Finally,
Man,
people can
that
stop
looks
telling
good.
me I've crowded them in there.
I know, dude. Every
Dude,
single figure that
no,
you had in
this
that previous display was like claustrophobic, man. It was
My
just like
God,
fun
what?
stuff.
That is
The end game one is a bit more.
that is an amazing
That looks great.
display.
But
of
this is
figures.
better,
Oh,
man. This is
no,
really good.
Good
Justin,
job.
let me ask you
Damn.
something. Do you orgasm when you finish your shelf?
Oh my
Because
God.
man, I would. I orgasm looking
Wow,
at
look
your
at
shelf.
that Spidey collection.
Wow.
That Mysterio
I'm
looks
not, I'm
good.
not super happy.
This just
with
turned into a $1.99 a minute channel.
Yeah.
Not super happy about that. The Spidey setup. I might have to. I need to
Dude,
get
I
some
gotta
full
wash my
risers,
underwear
'cause,
now.
like, look at
Jesus.
that. Too much space here.
I'm waiting until like in a week
Now
or
I'm
so
happy. And my
when my
quarter
next
scales.
round of Maji cases comes in, so I can redo my whole Spidey.
Yeah, but
display.
your quarter scale. I look at your quarter scale Spidey, and I feel like I've posed mine too much. I have mine bent too much because you're worried about the costume. And I feel you. I'm right
Man,
there
that
with
looks
you.
good.
That is the ultimate Spidey collectible, though.
Yeah,
the quarter
definitely.
scale.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's the greatest
good
figure
one.
ever.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
It really is.
Anyway, sorry to do that. Sorry to derail.
Yeah.
No,
Looks great
no,
though, man.
it looks great.
Those
Oh, it looks-
displays
It's a
are-
work in progress. It's a
Listen.
work in progress.
Now, Justin, let me ask you this: having more depth in front,
I love it.
right? I was gonna say. I mean, I think your displays have gone to the next level.
Yeah.
I love having that depth because you can have them in front of each other but not blocking each other, so you
Right.
can.
You're
sort of
right.
play
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
height. I love playing
Right.
with the height. So
Yeah.
I need to
man,
get more
it looks
risers.
great.
By the way, I've got an order for 30 risers that I need to pay for, so I'm going to do that after this.
Now,
stream.
which rise? Can you put in your chat which rises you prefer?
Yes, it's from an Australian site called shopfittingsdirect.com.au.
Right.
They sell a pack of 3 risers for $15.95. So
Which
you can
means
get
in
3
America
risers.
they're $87.
There'll be 2,000 American dollars.
Yeah. For 3.
Justin, I just
Three.
made like I just made like 40 of my own risers for like 30
I know you
bucks.
told me how you do them. That's something.
They
that I
match the
need to
Maji
do.
case perfectly, and it's just a trip
Yeah,
to
I
Home
don't have
Depot
the,
and one thing on Amazon.
Well, we don't have Home Depot, and all our hardware stores are closed. So,
Damn.
And you can't go anywhere.
and
anyways.
our Amazon doesn't have the stuff that your Amazon has. Our Amazon is shit. It's real bad. Anyway, sorry for derailing.
You've got a
it's
janky
currently
Amazon.
3 p.m. and I haven't eaten yet, so I probably
Yes,
should,
yes. So we want to kind of
go and
wind
eat.
down. Anyway, thanks for everybody coming through. Just a few people in the chat. We
You got a
Sean.
super chat, Leo.
Oh, did I? I didn't actually see
Super
it.
duper chat.
A little while ago, yeah, from 1/6 Savant.
Oh, I think I see it right here. 16 Savant. We got a $5 super chat. What's up, fellas? Thoughts on the inventor of DTOF cabinets being upset they used toy collections?
I don't
They're
think he's
used for-
upset.
Who
I don't
else
think
is
that was
buying
weird.
them?
I think that's fake. It's not real.
Yeah,
that
because
can't
who
be
else is
real.
buying them?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
didn't think
I
it's
don't.
something.
I don't think that they're upset over that because like
No
I said,
creator is upset when you buy their product.
Exactly, and
Right.
they're selling out everywhere. So
Right.
for them to
Selling
be
out all the
upset,
time. I'm sure he's happy.
that's impossible.
Yeah.
So he's happy that product is going out the door. You call up anytime you call up IKEA, they're gonna let you know. Yeah, it's on back order. So yep.
Right.
Right.
So you first come, first
Display
serve all
case
the time.
collector upset someone's displaying things in his cases.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't make sense. Anyway, Side Dream, shout out to you. Cuervo, Shane, thank you for coming through. Sean Paul, Sinister SMR, thank you for being here. Sorry, 209, Lens Design as always. Sinister, I got that. Ryan R, single songwriter in the building. Thank you for coming through. Bob Dylan, can't wait till we get those trivia questions again. Bloodsport, Philip the Fool, Malachi Mabane, thank you for coming through. 6 Scale Reviews, DK. Who else we got? Pip Art, Linda. We got, let's see here, Unbox Text. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for that. Jason Kugler, thank you for coming through, man. Who else we got here? Big Collector, thank you for coming through as always. Let's see here. Krobus Collection, always thank you for coming through. BMW 3 Lover, thank you for coming through. Collector Zone, Marcos. It's always a pleasure to have you here, man. Always. And again, we have a giveaway that's going to be next month, but you know, a giveaway for Thanksgiving, you have to prove that you've done goodwill in this world. So basically, something that you've done well and you've done good for someone may win you a free giveaway. So definitely stay tuned for that. Toe Bars in the building. Who else we got? Mary Sullivan. Quite a few here, man. Let's see here. Dave C. My baby Toy, I know she was in here. She's probably upstairs, knocked out, watching the live stream still. Mark's chats, thank you for that. You know what, Toya, thank you. You know what, she's so sweet, bro. She put up like a little dedication from me when I first started collecting. Not collecting, but when we first met, you know, hey, well, I was a champ, bro. I just told her, I said, look, I'm into collecting. I watched Star Wars, and I just took a leap, and she just caught the bait. She was like, "Really? Me too." Like she was like, "I love Star Wars. I would love." So that was
she
an
posted a
introduction.
behind-the-scenes picture of the first ever review that he recorded.
The very first ever
That's
review.
pretty, I like that. Yeah.
That post got me. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
How'd
bro.
you kids first meet?
Huh?
How'd you first meet her?
Oh, well, long story short, basically, I met her through a friend of mine on social media, actually, because she modeled for her. And I met her that way, not knowing that we were already friends. So then I started liking all her pictures, and then she was wondering why. So then she would always respond, and then back and forth. And then we decided to meet. And yeah, we met in person at a wine brewery and sat down, had some wine. They shut down the place but told us to stay because they's like, yo, you'll have a moment. It's this kinetic energy. So just sit down and drink. And we just
I love
talked.
the fact that you met at a place. That shows class because you know people don't know like, oh, I'll pick you up. Not when you haven't met someone.
Exactly. We met at a place. We sat down, had wine, and the rest is history. She came over. I didn't introduce her to Pennywise because it wasn't available then.
What kind of wine?
You would have.
She liked reds, whites.
That's why she's still here today.
All of it, Rob. All of it, bro. Pinot mainly.
Oh, we love Pinots here. Elizabeth and I love our Pinots.
Yeah, Pinot
She's a good girl.
yeah, she's a Pinot and basically a what else does she like? Cranberry. She loves cranberry. But yeah, so that's basically how we met, and the rest is history, man. And like she's been she was the one who told me I should do this. Like she was the one who pushed me into doing this. She said, "Do it. Just take a leap of faith and do it because you love it. So do it."
This microphone, Elizabeth bought it for me. I wasn't going to do a
See?
YouTube channel. She's like, "You should do a YouTube channel." She bought this mic for me for Christmas.
See?
2.5 years ago.
See, we
It's
have
because
good
she
women.
hoped that you would eventually connect with Justin if you started YouTube.
Well, it's funny that you say that because Elizabeth and I watched Justin for a very long time before I knew him.
I think everybody in this chat and everybody in this group did.
Watch me anymore.
I watch Justin every morning. I get up and the first thing that we do, and it's funny because we did Justin impressions with love. Video, you know, I mean, because you can't.
Yeah, you can't,
because
bro.
when somebody does a pattern of stuff and you like their reviews or whatever, what their taglines or that's what makes it fun.
Yeah,
you're waiting to hear it at the thing, and Justin, you've done from a marketing standpoint, you've done a very good job of keeping that consistency is what makes it fun to watch.
Justin never knew he was having breakfast with you every morning.
Oh my God. Oh, no, not breakfast, pre-breakfast. So I have to get up and I have to make the coffee in the morning, and I have to get up and I have the morning routine. I have to feed the dogs and do the whole thing. And then I get to get into bed with Elizabeth, and then I get to turn on the TV, and she calls it Clips on YouTube, and the first thing I go to, because it pops up in my feed on my TV, is Justin's collection.
Yes.
And then if there's something new, I'm like, oh shit.
That's how you start the day. Folgers Crystal in your cup and Justin on your TV.
Come on, Folgers Crystal. Come on, dude. We got some Trader Joe's gourmet stuff.
Hey, I don't drink coffee,
bro.
so.
That's honestly true. I mean, it's very that is, and it's been that way for kind of like 2 years. 2 years.
Wow.
And I yes, and I've watched the evolution of Justin's collection. But more than anything, Justin, it's entertaining. You're putting on a show.
Yeah.
And that's what's really something that I don't think you need to get more credit for that, because a lot of people, well, it's just reviewing. No, because your personality makes it fun.
Yeah,
So
see?
it's I enjoy the figure stuff, but Elizabeth like loves to hear you talk. So it's great.
Shout out
Thank
one
you.
last super chat that we actually got from Lynch Design. Rob, you know me, episode 742, letter autism and Shang-Chi. Yep. So he, that was him.
Wow.
That
Okay.
was him. So yeah.
By the way, that was you know what? Thank you. That was
Yeah.
a big letter. Big
Yeah.
letter. Big
Yeah.
letter.
Thank you, man. Thank you for that, Lynch. Anyway, it's been great. Thanks everybody for actually coming through. Everyone out in chat. Remember, spread the love, no hate. Remember, like I said, we create this content for you guys and everyone who supports the channel, everyone who actually supplies the super chats. They do it for the love, and that's just what it's all about. So please, no bullying. I have to say that again. No bullying. No actually messaging people in the chat. I mean, in their inboxes, and come on, man. Like, we're bigger than that. We're human beings. Like, be human. And like I said, the only way that we can keep content like this going is because of you guys. So you guys out there supporting the channel, watching what we do, and we want to give that love back. But in order for that to happen, you have to love, each other, one another at the same time. So please,
No hate,
please,
just reach arounds.
Especially in 1/6 scale.
Exactly. Thank you for coming through. As always, we love you. And again, stay classy, stay good, be good, and come on, man. Just let the love flow. From me and everybody here, let's just let the love flow.
Say what?